also declare so person call the party president. No be on television be any.
Yeah.
Malan no be any say about trade and investment or China doing how I gonna be me call ni that. No akasa. Into compare mu two no at this point in time. Say can there Alan will be ahead of. Sa Nana Kwadumuni Abwa Papumu party mina. They will be far ahead of Sa.
And even more to the point, when we discuss faction in a group, when your name is labeled in a faction, that is the pivot around which division revolves. Because say Timika say be a Obed faction, way faction, then Obed no. Yantimia faction that they didn't have a faction.
No.
Mm-hmm. But Alan has a faction in the MPP.
Yeah.
It tells you how the heights are high in terms of his personality, his persona in the MPP. Even beyond the MPP, no, Alan has a certain constituency. Almost Senka Alan Baya. Senka Alan Baya. So I am just telling all political parties to beware. Because me, I know Alan. And I know how.
We send him message. Back to Alan camp.
No, I have told Alan, this is a personal commitment from me to John Dramani Mahama. Say, Alan is a father, a friend, a brother, an uncle, everything. But I found someone so special than him in the person of John Mahama.
John,
because you see,
Ghana project.
They look alike.
Yeah.
Straight-wise, they look alike. But John Mahama and me no, the relationship no, and Ru to say many Alan no, but John Mahama has a better dream, and he has done that within a very short time. John Mahama as a communication minister, Alan cannot achieve that in his 8-year period as trade minister. No. I know their records. I know both of them. I can compare it any day, any time. And I will let my boss, my former boss, Alan, know, say, no, John Mahama stands tallest.
Okay, I'll come back to you. But yeah.
And now me feel say home. And ka de question ya no, Mr. Chamati be hu say, you are Ghana ye no. And ka President John Mahama na betimi asebi situation no. Therefore, and ka de oye nyampo no ko be declare ne outright support.
All right. So let me just work on this quickly and come back to you. We have Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo on the line, a founding member of the MPP. Yes. Oh, really? Oh, really? Doc, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us on a Citizen Show. Liso was just telling me that for you
to... Can you speak louder? I can't hear you.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Thank you. Listo is in the studio, and he was just telling me that I'm lucky to have you on phone. In times like this, we need to come to you for us to have a full discussion over issues. But then we are grateful. Let's go straight to the point. I know you have heard about Alan Chematin's resignation from the MPP. Your take?
No, I think immediately after they selected the first 5, and then they were now to take the 2 that will probably contest later somewhere next year. I came out. I remember I was interviewed by Metro, by this lady O2, Bridget.
Yeah, Bridget.
And also TV3 by somebody that I can't remember whether it's Walkower. And I told them point blank that Alan would definitely go independent. And they should watch. People thought I was joking. So, I mean, what has happened, I'm not surprised at all. He's leaving the party too, I'm not surprised. Now, if you carefully listen to the reasons that led to his quitting the party, these are issues that I myself have talked about before. And to accuse those in charge of elections of not being transparent is a serious matter. So I'm not surprised at all that Alan has left the party, number one. And I'm equally not surprised at all that he has decided to go independent.
But
so this is my position. Yeah.
Yes. Do you think Alan's decision is the best?
So he came out with a lot of reasons. But I have once again, it's on record, I have said that Alan should.
You have been raising, you have been talking about, but yes, so you are in the party, you have not resigned. Why? And why do you support Alan to resign?
So why do I do what?
Support Alan to resign, but you yourself, you have not resigned.
No, I'm not supporting Alan to resign. No. Look, I predicted that looking at the situation, particularly after their first round, definitely he will resign. That's what I said. I predicted. I'm not in any way at all supporting.
Then you have linked it to the issues he has raised as the reason why he left. Those issues you have raised same, but you are still in the MPP. But my question is, why are you still in the MPP?
You see, you don't join political parties for material benefits. At least not me. Because when Kufuor came to power first, if you realize it took a whole 4 years before I was placed somewhere. You follow me? Before I was placed somewhere, I didn't complain. I didn't say anything. Indeed, I was offered earlier on the position of GFA chairman, and I turned it down completely. I told Kujo Bawo you should forget about it. Until I was talked to by the then National Security Advisor, who is a good friend of mine, a very intelligent man. And I took that position. Even there, based on principle, I resigned. It was wise. I was in my private practice. After my resignation from that position as president of the FA, they called me again and gave me a position of an ambassador. So you see, politics, I see politics as serving the people. This is the way I look at it. Serving the people. I don't join politics because of what I will get out of it. And that is the problem we have in this country.
Do you think Alan leaving MPP will have a negative impact on MPP?
So absolutely. It will affect the party. Also, that one is crystal clear. But the only thing is that, to what extent? Even if it's 5%, it has affected the party. But to what extent? Now, he going independent will also annoy a lot of people, both in the MPP and even those in other political parties he was appealing to. You see, the question is, in politics, you must be consistent. And when you are consistent, you know exactly what fight you have on your hands.
Mm-hmm.
But in Ghana here, we see politics as a money-making industry. When you look at this young man in the MPP at the moment, having mansions, owning properties. And I must say, there's amongst the things Alan said he would do, what he would probably have, if he had mentioned, and I would have been happy and even back him with words of congratulations that if he came in, he would have made sure those who have stolen money out of this country, the monies are brought back. He didn't put that in among the tall list of issues that he spoke about.
I see.
Because that is a fair state. Any leader who will come on and fail to get our monies back will be my number one enemy. Because that is exactly why we are all suffering today. Monies have been siphoned out of this country in billions, if not trillions. And that is why we are suffering. And this is even known to the IMF. I don't know what is wrong that people find it difficult to speak their minds. If people will speak their mind, all these things will not happen. So Alan's leaving the party today is quite a clear indication that he himself has not at all in any way been inconsistent with his own policies. This is the way I look at it.
Doc, will you agree to this assertion that now the MPP is gone, teared into pieces, and there is nothing like MPP? Will you agree to that assertion?
As a political party, and I've said that also some few months ago, that the way we are going, and that was during this very election, if we are not careful, we shall be revisiting 1779, and that is going to happen. That the party will be totally destroyed, and you will have factions, and it's the same thing that has started today with the resignation of Allah. The party definitely, if we are not careful, will be totally dismantled into pieces.
Somebody just sent me.
The part we see ourselves. Because definitely there will be people who will follow him. There will be people who might probably opt for Bawumia. And one thing is quite clear: Bawumia is not the known NPP man. These are some of the issues. You follow me?
Yes.
Now, Allah has been the party with first. He started with first. I really remember, just as he put it himself, when they were young people, they formed what they called something forum. I've forgotten. It's an executive forum. That's right. And they work well. They supported the main party. And he has been promised on several occasions, which he said, almost all what he said were true. He has stepped down for Akufo-Addo to the president. Otherwise, it would have been easy for Akufo-Addo to lead the party. And of course, it was promised. And all these things have been, all these things were not fulfilled. He's human. So, the way he has behaved, I'm not surprised at all.
Now, Doc, somebody just sent me a message in a question form that I should ask you whether you accept any invitation from Alan Shemachin to join him.
If I do what?
If you accept an invitation from Alan to join him.
Oh, no, I have not accepted any invitation from him. No, not at all.
Why?
Not at all. Yeah, well, most of them, you see, some of us don't know even what is happening in that party now. Because I'm supposed to be a suspended member of the party. And when I speak, they call the various stations to tell them that I know. They even wrote a letter. I remember. I say a letter was written to TV3 and Metro that I should not be allowed to talk about the party. But I'm expressing my own views on issues. You follow me?
Yes.
And that also is a sign of the leadership of the party at the moment. The party people behind the scene who have been sort of maneuvering and all sort of machination. And you can't be in a political party with this sort of attitude. It's not nice. So we have a problem. The party has a problem. And if we are not careful, the party itself, as a national party, will not be in some few months to come.
Anyway, Doc, thank you so much for speaking to Accra FM.
Oh, you are welcome.
Sure.
Very much welcome.
All right. Okay, so that's it. But remember back Nanama
Nigeria.
Yeah,
PDP.
Point, but you remember Dr. Nyao Tamaklo. You heard Dr. Nyao Tamaklo. We are raising issues. On what you also uncle. On what your uncle. Yeah. Also on what your uncle.
On joining in the Alani.
No. He's not going.
Okay.
But on also who he said
Ebesi. Okay, but say na clear. Because Kwabena on na list to work. Intimidation and frustration is too much. Share Afag in opposition.
Yeah.
And yeah, Dr. Yuna ne lady.
Yeah.
Press conference, nominate protest, I can say. But President Ekufo-Addo almost sidelining because of Alan, Odi Alan Echi.
Oh, I see.
And now yeah, in your Odi said an list to work. If you can't beat them,
join them.
Yes. Now yeah, in your Odi Womachi. Because when we said the aircon for Crawford to say majority leader, no champagne for the whole party, government machinery, all the national executive members, Minada say, Eyabomian Echo. And as a sense, what could baby to say, MPs need be brains who say, so when you woman you can say almost supported by Miakrana on, you be a woman siega. So for the first time, parliamentary elections, share next year tone. I fear ye election year near Diako. Ye presidential candidate ye then next year nti wa wo be sorry bia enipa na ye pen se opese o lead party no just wo be bo atie ni bia na just ye ni wawi se kwa de sa lady way deputy finance minister abena o sasa kwa me se me hu ni gina bia kwa wo Ghana ha se
so no so ko support Alan
akọ support Alan
onu de menya sure so omo yi na mo
akọ support Alan
yeah.
So eti eyanima bebrehwe institutions awodo bebre ho no ma Alan Crawford enya akwan a chese bia be se musniki bia leader no se chief executive officer no bi ono so one or the other so pemasem a na bi odi mawrem health insurance national health insurance authority Alan Crawford mu guwa no mo ya side no reform mo nye hwe state institutions bebre se omu hu akire se udi Alan na chia uni nemu sa se one reason a uni nemu sa a leader president a we leader yeah would be party ni leader would that party ano wo ways and means well we be one office or your threat to one kasa agenda we be dealing with him but na go for the end just say why am na bro so aye time why you when man will be who say hwe na aye friend say can oforiata e call vetting o man mi sano about you amukobugu ye oh trade fair omu bisa Ansah den ti no na appoint chief executive officer to trade fair e wo say trade minister na ye bisa no ho otutu papa so ankwa nkosi baabia eti Alan konkwan no sa akwa wo bia wo yi nanim MPP mu obi odi alanchi wo ye member of parliament wo ye hwan a chese ya ka wa hye table ase
but nanama ebinum so gidi say Alan free awo free mu no it's like Kwabena no na busuafo no nya now full control of the party.
Aha, Kwabena. Sina mo kan na kunadu adima Rollins na obeda sam omundu Alan ho baabia.
And that is why ebinum gidi senka Alan should stay in and fight.
Kwabena agenda ni nyina dan se ye nyina ye nko opposition. Party no nya Kwabena ade. Ti ye nyina ye nko opposition. Aye nyina nko opposition because ye nyina na ye say ye MPP. Ene ye di president Kwabena aba. Enipa kakra bi na edi yie unni wo machi a wonka ho bi Alan side say Alan so wo dom amudi na chi o mare wa de ka esa special delegate conference onya say enipa se ne kwa ekokoto aba no enipa a wo koto aba no electoral college no more than 200,000 no omundum 1% 956 no untimi nka senti Alan koe no onya 95 and 96 votes so that's the end of his political career oye irrelevant oye unpopular. Enti no say Alan so ko independent enye Kwabena but now I say Dr. Bomia so on the air no wasre or sukra no wasre afani trim because the list ya no hwe say Alan be declare ka Ghana for say or resign no wie kwa san so akọ as an independent candidate enti no omu blidi obia beka na Alan nya say ene ekwa Alan but Alan wo dom JFK ya wo mu say last minute no so kokodi ba mi achi because ne dia bubo ba ya no omu mi ankasa MPP fo na ankasa bi ni kan say omu twa after presidential prime minister no mu wia na JFK no they will deal with him.
I see.
Yes,
that's
no omu hwe say ka omu wie bibia nka JFK no be say Kwabena Japan.
I see.
Yes. Na sana wo ye leader sa de leadership fun be no.
Sana ko for tiri.
No no. Sa ni ye
but Samson. Now okay, me baba be you side. Samson, but say no they have money. Even if a party no equal position kra no a any internal contest akufo na busuafo no omo weska. It will be very difficult say you beat them. Very difficult.
Commander, asem na Dr. Nyawotama ko be kan no. Mo be hwe na me bom sama man pa. Dr. Nyawotama ka asem ni nyina hwe from principal to bibia won bia waka. Me mengi sa asem aka mengi ndi. Ni nyina boil down be wie President Mahama project ni so. Ani e ka say Ghana project. And my sense should be say me nuanum kuma na afono maso abato ni omo amonya less than 30 years no. 2024 general elections no. Enya a contest between President Mahama and Alan Chamantin. A contest between President Mahama and President Akufo-Addo in Pamfo. That is a clear contest.
Ghana for President Akufo-Addo mo dey ko. Enya President Mahama.
Me come asem. That contest no. Ghana for e say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Beden, I be the president of Ghana. That is the line that is here. Then Adiba ko woma Dr. Nyawotama ko kan ya metwi adwene nya be gyina so bi oni say o say o mampani bi obebia wantimi anko jisika no mawia emfi o monchen no obelu to trust in that leadership. And ye nyina ni da so nyina ye President Mahama say obetimi aba say President Mahama ba ne sika Bank of Ghana ayira o mawia yakobo busia na kanofura tene sanso ye any agency finance minister ono aso na sanso ye agenta only this borrowing no na what the percentage sika mo wie ni nyina se ye gigi ses kan nyina fi omusema kwabna de o kan mbam ni mom no se ekoba na yes enya hwe we are investigating your court the hues of justice grind slowly not 3 years 4 years nothing na sasika no abeda ho investment baba so be sika bebri omokoso de iden e de boni enti no me mom je minjintum minya ma me ka samba kwa na bibia na me kana me wi papa no Dr. Bemu no you see the truth of the matter is me tie Mr. Chamantin o ka sembi o say oba obeye lean government and one thing e be affect Mr. Chamantin I want an independent candidate and me say the author of principle Dr. Nyawotama Krobosu say ono no a very principled person out of that principle no o call GF Kwabena den or resign here it is a Alan co independent na Alan beka say ono the oba obe running lean government then no hunti ono official lean government good if time awa Akufo-Addo aban no Akufo-Addo appointed 128 ministers
so like, on principle guys or resign
I say can resign ka say yeah me gidi en chem say yes say run sa government we say it no be brave ho no ma Alan no ba independent na be affect no mama ye fan say eh simple say o oba independent no oba ye na bibia be come on Akufo-Addo ma say no we so bi hu ye fi me sha tare fitai na Kwabena sabi o ye galamsey mabana sabi o galamsey hu ayetache na me de me ho ba fam na me ye watu a me wi amatale no mu we den sam so atache ni be amatale anya sa na je sana sisi ala situation sana kwakwe Akufo-Addo mu de mo boni corruption ni edin boni ni bibia na bi ebi fam ne ho wantimi anya principle it is going to affect him seriously as a independent candidate.
Okay, so I'll come back. Me pacho monfa MPP for issue statement. Monfa statement to your page quick one, Listo. So you heard Dr. Nyawo Tamaklo, and also do any baby ako. Obomua Tula.
Oh, Anna, to his name and his person.
Anyway, but sorry, okay, not to say. So this is MPP press release at the Abba. Resignation of Alan Shematin from the New Patriotic Party. And let me just read through. The leadership of the New Patriotic Party has taken notice of the unfortunate decision of Mr. Alan Kojo, John Kojo Shematin, a long-standing member of the party, to forfeit his membership and contest as an independent presidential candidate in the 2024 general elections. The party leadership is by this medium urging the rank and file for our great party to remain calm and await an official address by the party to Mr. Chematin's resignation at 2 p.m. on Tuesday, September 26th, 2023 at the party headquarters. May God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make the New Patriotic Party great and strong. Signed by Justin Kodia Frimpong, General Secretary for the MPP. All right, so let's go.
All right, they didn't have anything to say. Like, for example, this is the second time I've heard Kodia speak to something. A day that Esiedun Ketia made a very, very elaborate and detailed, meticulous, your friend is saying, statement, press statement, in reference to the state of
press conference, no,
the nation after Akufo-Addo had gone to disgrace himself. They came with a statement like this, only for the chairman of the MPP, Stephen Tim, to humiliate himself with lies, palpable lies. Wait, one more Bibi anyone obey me. Who Bibi can't. You can't even think on your feet. And now Lankasa ye. Say party na dwene da ho na mu da ho na anyansafo na wo party ni mu a omo ye adwuma. Enkokan na no see or the dot ni see Kim in conclusion no or kan in conclusion na mo de rebata aba. Omo ni we me say party no it has grown from better to worse. MPP I destroyed. Anyansafo na wo party ni mu nyina tifie. You spoke to an able your friend is saying Nyansani Bako doctor. And you see, all the fine doctors in the party need not if you. Share at Kennedy Tifie. Rakubrobe Tifie. Anani Tifie. Now Tamaklu Tifie. And these are people who diagnose issues before they speak. And they have nothing to say. They don't have anything. Let's not even waste our breath on them. The party is collapsed. Just because of a decision. Credibility. Alan has an impeccable credibility. But his strength and weakness, no, in this very political dispensation, no, Alan, obebre kakra. Nanso so no free na wa free MPP mu no Kwabena ebema ne nkofo a omota na chi Akufo-Addo wei a na ono sanya party fo ma ena sabi omodwen daache eka se Akufo-Addo wei ye mani nsabi na ono so meye mampani a na nka sabi enkanya putoyu amu ene etudomo se nka Akufo-Addo Eba Ghana mampani. It was against the party and its your friend is saying fortunes. Say Eba Akufo-Addo abe mampani wa Ghana. But Ghana for any party for be na wabre na bre na obi abra ya ka de wabra ono de oti ahesuo ni Akufo-Addo anu oti I demonstration it wabre it on that enema party for no ekoto abama Akufo-Addo besi yen so na say ye ka nimdia pa say esi nimdia hwini ni trim a wode ye bibi enti no eti say odupon pa etutuo na sabi kwabofre ti baabi na wo ti baabi na o keka nsem hunu omo ni hwe ka Alan ne credibility
say yeah Ghana for ankasa quiet na senior year critical thinkers ene ye analyze President Akufo-Addo as opposition leader eniema no wo ye won party mu a eka hona na o senka ye hwe se o meye president emeda Ghana no because as opposition leader ne party chaos share eniema confusion no wo create our party in MPP within MPP no
no but Nanama you see the problem was that people like Kwekuba Konom Kwame Sifa Kainom those guys no nanya so munni Akufo-Addo suban but now they want an opportunity to come and steal us. What you say? Now so they realize say okay yenya obia owo image ya Akufo-Addo ni aton ache though we know yenim say do sitie however over the years yetimi build credible platforms radio platforms
and overhyped him so okay let's tell our boys omo Joy FM omo ano let's tell them that look this man this is what we want to do opportunity so you see, let me state this. Otabe no nyina ya kronfontino. They realize that they can milk the country with Akufo-Addo. Yes. Omuwi. No Otabe ne san krofo nyina no. Then they want it was a syndicate.
Yes, they want no more opportunity
apart from Amono.
Okay. Now they just wanted an opportunity to come and steal the country. But now a new omutrimu say Akufo-Addo they better governance via ever. No, that was not the issue. Even ahemfunu nyina hu say with Akufo-Addo we can steal the country. Judges ni nyina hu ye. Omo nyina hu say yes, ye pesi e di o mine bone and we just need somebody obeboye to propel at the cry because look the question is Argentina even in the face of the infrastructural drive from Mahama so they were insulting him. Somebody was like Otabe was so angry, a bitter man. Ubusano, the reason why he was bitter, people like Onyinanom, Osubempa, their wife or Yasono, that guy, another rogue, and so they needed an opportunity to come and steal, including their media allies. And bi from various platforms adome fenomene those almost say no ba ku mienu bi ebeka no group womo. So the idea was, look, I recently met a guy from multimedia, I won't mention his name, but others or campaign pa I met him waka tell me say nkomo bia ga benum ni die bia no ma anya ama no.
After so we use soon
yeah. He told me. You go see a program be asking you didn't come on Kwabena Crofano or what check alone tea. Enti say minya tembia na me ko GMY ya menenonko. Oh, I know the person. What do I say? So the idea no nanama omode a hype yes nimu. Na omo ya aware the NCC wo party no nyina no omo ya aware say sa na Akufo-Addo tie a criminal, a thief, a murderer, nani brade on na busuafo mo ni brade nene yire ni nyina omo ni brade omo ye ni brefo. What do I say? And no omo ya aware. So if you can steal, because look nanama say wonya kronfo a onfa ho mo kronfo.
Yes, yeah.
True or false?
True.
So a Kronfo no a collaborator. And they couldn't collaborate with Mahama to destroy the country. Yes, NDC has their own faults. Mahama and so Oyenipa on the flaws. But the magnitude and non-personally destroy country no more here a collaborator, a president, a your executive power. Then they can use him to destroy the country, destroy our future, destroy our lands, our waters, everything, destroy the central bank, you bring everything, then build elitism. No mona baba betnasro. What you say? Then they are determining what ye brabo. And you share, how can any rational government will keep on giving get fund sika obiti adwasa for or you needy napo needy can ofriata ma after stealing us kwasia we yet me awia yen awia wo man no kwasia we awia wo man no fire
yarefo ne kan
kwasia yarefo we at me awia yen ade ne ba asa ye kwa akoto se oye needy ono ne ba ye needy honorable Kennedy was say nyako said dey oka ho we needy your friend say sa minister Mesra mame meba mame nyi edi ni ma Debi ay tobo
ono so nya get fund
bafo ewa you needy student. Can you imagine? And look at the amount of money. Yes, come here oforiata bano. Oforiata also this cancer no. Na me peno. Okay, oforiata bano di ni. Okoye a first degree $52,000. Yeah, $52,000.
First degree.
Your friend say, Bafwe wa ekwaye BA International Relations and Politics, UK, £11,800. Bafwe went to 12,000. Onya skawi. Bafwe wa. Onya. Very good. So now me see there now kano. They were aware of a Kufuor's behavior. But na almost so pekwan ya omo say o man no ombelu to be so they decided to just use him that okay you ubetu am here the bomb
ono ye ni brefo
ntino that is the point so nya say no money you are aware media for no na omo kasa nyina against Akufo-Addo no na omo ya aware but bebre no enye omo pay on say this my brother a Metro TV guy, your friend say,
good evening,
when you pay and he's defending heavily.
Yeah.
What do you say? When you pay,
the pay masters, and
he's defending,
and the masters also defend
heavily.
Yeah.
But you want Kwabena or pay no, and they are better. So most of them, like me, Mitier Joy for no Mitier City. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. They are okay. The city, they are okay because from time memorial, even in 2016, well, there are certain things.
They are trying to be fair.
Yes. You see. You smarter. Said there are some few elements we won't because of a guy no boss no Samens. What do you say? Tubo say guy betimi ko wura ho ekoye omo rough kakra ebisa but omo no then when I hear stories from Joy I laugh because bibia na esi wo Joy FM multimedia building no at that time na me wo ho a Akufo-Addo fie ni yesu ye nie enema bia na koso bia they were aware but you know what na ebinum de so ye adwuma Joy FM sesia their argument then was that Nana will be a better president, not because of Obabebu or Mani, because they were not feeling better. Yes, that is why Akufo-Addo says, "Sikan nesiwano so come the and they re-echoed it because now our intention is that look, let's come loot the money. Yeah, they throw mine now yenche because they couldn't believe it. Why? I don't know. So just got to stabilization fund. I don't know. So just got to your friend say, get fund,
common fund.
All those funds now. They couldn't believe say, John Mama, what is going on now?
Osigana Niska.
Osigana Niska. You are very stupid, man.
Osimidia allowances. Let's can what it to I heritage funded the whole. Money the whole.
That is the point. That's the point. Anyway, but Nana, quick one, I mean, list to a family.
I said, dear, I was a MPP 40 as you say, dear Alan Ayano. It was in Sansoke. Where Nigeria, dear Namswa, Balatinibu. Efa ho di win Nigeria general election in Ebony. Bubaka Atiku. Any Peter Obi. Breakaway, yeah. Because all Nigeria results are call elections, no. Tinubu Bola Ahmed APC on the Jamudima APC onya 8,794,726 votes, representing 36.61%. And Abubakar Atiku PDP Onunu enya 6,984,520, representing 29%. Peter Obi Gregory says to Gregory Peter Obi Gregory ya no ejira mudima LP enya 6,101,000. Enti ame we ni se Kwabena Peter Obi na oye Atiku running May 2019 na Peter Obi ya Nigeria youth no eso no wosoro no Peter Obi na oye Atiku Abubakar Atiku ni running mate 2019 enu omulusu ye so omo ba back biem no ena Peter Obi ese watere ho afiri PDP party nim so Atiku nya 6 million vote Peter Obi nya 6 million vote Tinubu na onu nya ewe ne yen enya 8 million vote eti se Atiku any Peter Obi combined and carry 12 million votes. So what's it?
Yeah.
Peter Obi enya 6.9 million votes. Atiku enya 6.8 million votes. Ena Bola Tinubu olumaya kokrawai Kufuadu age mate enso enya 8 million votes. Eti senye se Peter Obi etin hu free sa PDP party ni mu a enkene PDP party no ena nka omo na eruli o man no. So entenance ne nka se ena MPP special delegate conference ekoya enipa less than 1,000 kwakwato aba alanya say ukotua 50,000 de makwabrane ekotua 250,000 de makwabrane uko yusu Canada Japan ko makna Japan sika so they get rid of alanche matin udi gu alanche matin ani mu ase enti utua ba umia no utua Canada Japan na say Alan Freeman na be catch na say ye call special delegate conference alanya say what about that 200,000 electoral college kese na o makoto aba November no eti we say Bola Tinubu wini na MPP 40 Ghana hebosi
yeah
say we you omo dia enti dia koba ye nie breakaway nsunsanso e woso no Alan nsunsanso nie ti na makasa agenda ni nyina na say yenku opposition party because now ka say mpanimfo bi e wo saa na yi na wo ye na se
in fact Kwadwo Piani ewo hobi
Kwadwo Piani na yi omu opposition Akufuado bodyguards ko bu no was Alisa Hotel as he fa
Debi Akufuado betimi din saka Kwadwo Piani na omu fie chebi no
omu didi na temu
omu ko didi
didi atem na already Akufuado betimi din saka jabio sachireni jamansi ni ba empie se Akufuado betimi din saka na nka omu fie na si chebi nke besi wo
etira ananadu nya say 2020 Jemen say we
okay so yangoti alanjamate in 2007 okay ne acceptance ya speech on my in 2007
His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency the Vice President of the Republic, my distinguished colleagues who have contested for the flag bearership of our party, our beloved delegates, I wish to use this opportunity and this platform to congratulate my good friend and senior brother, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, for a hard-won and well-deserved victory in the first round of the elections this morning. As you've already been told, according to the rules of procedure under the constitution of our party, we are supposed to go into a second round contest. However, I wish to use this opportunity to concede victory to my brother. As I said earlier on, I wish to concede victory to my senior brother, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, in order for us to preserve the unity of our great party. Secondly, to preserve the scarce resources of our great party. Secondly.
All right. Okay. So, Elisto, this is Alan.
Right.
This is Alan. You remember Akufo-Addo
just after
in 2007.
this speech, 2007, I was present there. I teared because that time I remember some of us didn't agree with him. We didn't agree with him because yes, penning for. There was I wasn't a child either, and I understood the air course it preceded to the D there. Emma, ya to abawie ya me madwen ye me say ya funu bone ye Akufo-Addo onim samasa, and Allah was going to pay dearly for it. I remember the last time my former boss Edin Kitahon, I still referred to that tape ya uboye and reminded him say, because of that tape, any enyoma is after people see him to be a weakling, and that affecting a man for dream say, onye a man that you have to rally behind. And I'm sure say a lot of people will bear me out, because competition is not a fight. If you're a politician and you go to a battle and you need to win or lose, conceding to someone who never got there over 50%, projected Alan as Obia or forgiving, and young Kosonya Neboni or the beche. Senka oye o sinkete se ye and o lusu ya, he would have been a stronger force to reckon with than letting go. What must I say?
Yeah.
And this habreno, ya mubi die Ukraine, and it's one of the main reasons why I, upon sober reflections on several other factors, me imagine me say, Emma may yes and no, my main chimney whom free, Nechina me marry share another hope, and God being so good, I found that hope in John Mahama. Kwabena, so tape near. Yeah. This is someone won't lose you yet. Look at the voices of acclamation after he had considered. You realize say omunyina hu say ade ala na ye die, in fact why are the papa ma Akufo-Addo, because Kwabena that time say you can say yes anko biemu a enka Akufo-Addo ko be fa ne tough, because they had spent almost all their money. Sikano mejia Satan na for your redenomination. The nam so ma omokofa Bawumia babe ye friend is a running mate Bawumia was at Bank of Ghana in charge of President Kufuor's policy to redenominate our city. And tinesi kan ko gu Bank of Ghana no mawia. En na ma roko frimpon no nyina ko wuye no. Yeah. Enti omo wies kana na omo de campaign. Mind you say Akufo-Addo nua bomti on na ye de la Rue campaign na na apprentice kano. On the African rep. Eti enu na Bawumia ne omko ye sa alliance a e ma Bawumia kra no. Enye economic prowess bia no wo. Kro no am boye. Omne ne boye under Kufuor. Yes, can free Bank of Ghana de be campaign. Says can no mo di 2007 can asa. Ah shit. Eti all that put together, Now we hear how Alan was magnanimous, even ignoring his huge political base and ceding that to Akufo-Addo. One will expect, say, one good turn deserves another. Say, we nipa there. So, obi ya papa, obi tru kohwe nkwa, entru ni kohwe wuo. Nifa ejari benkum na benkum so ejari nifa. Enti se wo ya amayo a, se me di me nifa ejari wo a, I expect say wo so do bonkum be jari me.
Yeah.
Enti no, ade ala na ye no. It is rather heightening the cracks in the party and the trust. I tweeted, you see, I X'd something today. You say Twitter, not Twitter, be X. X.
As in X?
X.
I
say Twitter, X.
Papa na befa, space X, nilu ano.
I bet you that.
You say, no, me call X.
I do X.
To be a call, me call me X, what? I wonder why me call X.
All right, on that point, who said you cannot be dependent on Obia only dependable? MPP is not a dependable party as we speak today. You do so at your own peril. Who depends? Oh, I just say me MPP niba, and a lot of people have been fooled. Kwabena ene, me dey my dear ko to ayi. Raphael, who near Raphael? No, office any only Farouk tema. Me dey ko to say Alan after Alan leaves after nonsense. I'm trouble. They say Alan ALAN, and I'm say Alan leaves after nonsense. And Alan so much money so. Any money. This is not the end, but rather
this is the beginning.
No, the beginning of the end.
All right. You got here Akufo-Addo in 2007. Legon after Onia.
Mr. President, Vice President, your fair lady Azia Ramatu Mahama, Chairperson of Congress, colleagues, this is indeed the day the Lord has made, and we must all rejoice in it. Today is not a victory for me. Today is a victory for the new patriotic party. And we have to thank the Almighty. But despite all the tensions and so much that was said about our party and this Congress, the good Lord has seen us to a successful conclusion. And it's demonstrated to the people of Ghana that yes, this party that embodies the noblest tradition in Ghanaian politics, the Dankwa Buzia tradition, continues as a united front determined to realize its historic mission, building in our country a free and open society in which every individual has the opportunity to make of himself or herself what he can. I have to begin by thanking all my colleagues in this epic contest. I am humbled that amongst this formidable array of political and intellectual talent that has been before you, you have decided to confer the mandate on my modest person. I am grateful to you and want to let you know that I'll do everything in my power not to let you down, so that the decision you have made here will bear fruit for us next year. I hope my colleagues will forgive me if on this occasion I single out one particular one. The young man who gave me such a big run for my money. And who has shown in this his first intervention in our national politics that the talent, the drive, the energy are all there. All I can say to him is what my predecessor Flagbearer said to me many years ago and I've never forgotten it. After our contest in 1998, came to my house to tell me that he has to be president first before I become president. Alan, you follow me. The gesture that he has made here is a gesture that comes and that resonates from the very best of the tradition of our great movement and party. I think all of us owe him a special word of gratitude for making this concession, making all our lives this afternoon that much easier. Alan, thank you once again. Thank you very much indeed. Mr. President, Vice President, your fair lady, Asia Ramatu,
Mahama. Good. But something very interesting.
Yeah, Commander, you see, I have said no. And just suppose that with the current happenings, you know, I was expecting Mr. Chairman to have been smarter. Utie and Akufuado, Nassim or Kayano. Me that day I watch him. Me 10 interviews you are the arrogance, sheer arrogance. Papa Akufuado, some of the count Abontino after the Congress, no. And yes, you can hear the position, no. And yes, after all praise Kufuor ni umunyano, Bob Montino interview this very 2007 EBC program. Then he assured Alan what grounds was say, Omampeni Kufuor after 2008. Omampeni Kufuor ni wini prime minister ni wie no. Oba ono Akufuor ni fie as a loser. Eni ni bedin komo. Eka chen so nya botebedu no so. Do you get it? Then fast forward to this time, 2010, 2014. What happened? After ono na Akufuor wini wie no. Otimi ko Alan if you go catch Alan Nyabutena BBC wana. No fano he ignore him. So Alan should have considered all this apapay as more can you make imagine the na meet me jinindi. One fan yajuma he trusted him. Edinechi and then nanti ye no bebre. Afen won se papa ni pabonini. Kwabena me kakra omampani Kufuor kan no me di adwuma. Se Akufuor no onye nipa ese obi aginidi. Ontimi ko man bom. Basa ye woni ni so the kind of vindictiveness vendetta no say ni dwadie wo ye na de a 10,000 years put on you obi a oda on that this was why you be go for him destroy him, bring him down, finish him, kill him. Sana manum nya papa na kwai. Into me as a person there onye ni pa imagine it, and I've always cried say na say me kan say na some of us we were questioning Alan Chamantini mpanifo bi say papa no say wabata de no abata Akufuor we say na emwa no muhwe niye yo muhwe niye ya kan no mu bi say oh ja wasem oh ja emwa no one day oh and yakwaba be do a stage onu nani da so say oh me kwa wo na babenti no enka de no boni wie na nka wo president ne kwa wie no Alan me be wie ntu be fa na kodi
am say yan na BT no
ya ne nipa na bokro no wie ni awia de ku nipa masa hwe Akufuor do fiso de be hu nipa ma wu Ghana ha no sei san kolan mo ire ya ti wa do dan kwa be ka say omo hu mo bani o se Togo ni nyina no Akufuor do fi power no ma mpanifu for ba ini be hu no kura wa sa ne mo ni nyina nipa ma wu and Akufuor do you see all of that any gentia chenchina achi omo pese Dr. Baumia ene be di Akufuor da de nya be ti ase bi kwabra ye nya wo Ghana ye be hu
anyway but before be Haruna so no ya utie Akufuor do ne promise to Alan and the promise that never
materialize.
Ada me hu ni pesu a ewe Akufuor do mu no na ya to aba ama Kufuor e wo sunyane na me hu say
that was in 96
98 okay na sa election no ena ma me hu ni pesu a ewe Akufuor do mu. In fact they always discuss say Alan resign enunti ena Alan ascend a political career. Hey, anytime I heard someone discuss that thing, that I just do a reflection, a flashback of the Akufuor do year sunyane. Abra, ya twice baby we lose. Poto, met me your resource natural. People thought he was even close to your friend Kufuor. He was nowhere close. He was nowhere close. Not in any. I think it was even a single digit percentage. He was nowhere close. Now, immediately, you know, you have to be Saturday, Sunday, you see a Thanksgiving service. Kwabena, was he won't see what net is what snap. Yeah. Odu Accra. So be change se Kufuor be bana or no be ba ni fie bia won na ba be ye your friend is saying Kasubom no. Odu Accra no or fly out of town call London. It took Otum for this ohine ya me bo ndi ama musui to intervene and go with Kufuor about 2 or 3 times to London to go and call ene akwa wosiyesu ye mampani. Ansah na oba Ghana abe campaign eno kra no upon several pressure eno ehu agreement na unim edu baby a omampani Kufuor so oka hu bi because all these things are hidden. People don't know because of his silence. It mean from that day no now okasa same way no man nyina ni on kanu kra. Look, ye free hono no ma court institution be a friend Dankwa Institute. And no nobody prosecute you Kufuor the campaign. A court ho na one touch.
Funa.
But neglected party structures. This is a Kufuor. And I'm sorry, Kufuor that does he understand the MPP? Does he know the MPP? A Kufuor mo. Omo court Dankwa Institute. And making sure say neglected party structures because at that time their thinking was that obi oya national executive, regional executive, constituency executive, police station executive biano and Kufuor and the nesi ho. They can't trust them. And omu yi omu nyina si nchen. Na MPP for no ya no madwiri mu ha. Etina kene Japan ka so mu yan kwasiafo no. Mijidi because that time no McMahon no e mafia omu ye making sure say on be party for no extractors ni nyina si nchen akote a friends Kufuor the campaign team akofa nkofo foforo aya nana one touch ahafe no makofa we no matikuo we Boris no nyina tikuo akoya was say Kufuor do ya no what garage si nana pon omo nyina tikuo ni bi
phone nyina
akoti phone friends of Nanado etino Alan Sabre no or resign na no de issue no. Make it say papa go all out and tell them say Kufuor do crowd o dwane ye wa resign keke o dwane ye so onye campaign ma party no en kwan jo ye anusini obesa bi no mo ye ebe ye mu attorney general kra no ni certificate esa be ye foreign minister en kwan na jo ye no anusini no onya bi sa no mo ye na wo sabi obi abrat ne party ayire ne ho aye adwuma ma party na ya akono na wakwa akofa ba omi a ono obi anim ba bia ofri ba omi o NDC ni people NDC sponsorship na ma ba omi aye obi enya NDC aka ba omi akonyo bia na wakofa na ba sa wo de ne ba be decide pa kro ne so
wakofa si bi your chairman
ai anya na mi kan ye kwa kan ya wo say ai mo pese mo kase MP before mpesrem ni atem mpesrem fasem esrem form MPP mo munim nyansa na ebi ni ba omia mamu mi enke kansem hunu na mo mo te honum na wo be gina honum me ohun baby ala na beduri obi bia wo ye politics wo wani da bibi so no fatu hofo na asam how na wanka ada wo beka no wo be hu kwasia because Sabre ni ye catch Alan say openi from anti hoda o unyini kasem bo kokko ma obi hu se wani eden na Alan unim behind closed doors busa sanction sa Alan na ni emra busa no ote ha onim no busa ne sa Alan na ni emra I just said John Mahama de ni bi obi ehun John Mahama wo TV so a John de on pen ho asem oben nsu a na otese okoto oyeden obowa enti no baby ayadru no hu ya MPP ni a suenyansa na hu say yabu kwasia che na kwasia wewe obu kwasia ya we me kan ayi akoye oyitire wo sek hoi watwe na no abia so say twi bible
dobana
there be ayi wo fake wo ahwe kro da paso kra betwa obi aso because watwe na no abia so onsu enyansa emfiri ho ade akufado de ye party enti wa wudi say na kakufo ye ya enti ka wo kan ka benya party bi akase akufado your mampani.
I'll come back to you later. Now quick comment here. Ralph says Kufo should have eliminated him long time, but he gave him space to operate. Now a problem mama Ghana you know. Okay, so Jane says I won't be surprised if Jane Mensah disqualifies Alan in the 2024 elections. Well, it can happen. It can happen. Regina says it's unfortunate. I can't write more. Brother says let's keep the fire burning. Ralph says he can even make Alote Jacobs MPP chairman. Now
Alote Akotra to the page say Akablemeza only Alan say Akablemeza.
Debi
any Akufado
Debi listen kasa. Osu John wa Alote Kronfo kwasia say yakotra Peace FM no Kronfo kwasia Kronfo say ya enya krono no boy ya Jimmy wey.
No, the insect challenge.
Jimmy way. I'll take Jimmy Kronfo way. Kwasia party ma usikase fa kwa campaign na diko see Blue House.
Yes. Kronfo sir.
Wo Kronfo mwati a Kronfo group e wo Peace FM. Morning show so ono kwasia no Kwame na say wan Jimmy no. On friends Kwame na bibi Jimmy for number 1. Kwasia fo way. We Alote Jacob kwasia fo way. What's all now? Why not Crawford Alote Jacob?
Me kwenye no come into Crawford.
Abuase ya anya kwa mse maka na so mwafo so anga we aboa we nke ne bibi man yi. Haron sorry.
Commander
Omo di omo se ko kire obi so say akablebe mo Debi onye Ghana na mrawa Debi enye Ghana na mrawa enka Alote Jacobs esi a chu tukwa mu bowachi ma pa ya buta Kronfo no
uni di omo dwen
regional chairman mo pa.
Do you know that something just a minute. Do you know that what they think is Alan a way to blackmail the party? Hey Alote why dream we hawati when you hawati Alan ever blackmail MPP now cause Alan no Akufado kura ni tipen no anya krono enene Akufado abe mampani a Akufado ni tipen Alan wo Akufado international platform ben yabo ni di wo so obi a wono World Trade Organization ya wo kwa contest Akufado mo krono na mo hey omo yo mo say Alan Alan omo yo mo say Alan kwa wo kono so or because any yanko pa ne chew ne ka wa boy ntwiama no na Alan e dia beye akable meza sa fraud
so you see
Alan will never do that
so you see Nana na mini aba Nana ma resolution Nana me come and say me look at the kind of people I almost support to Akufado just look at Alote Jacobs.
Honor feel comfortable.
Yes.
Scammers.
Yes. Scammers. Frosters. Kwasia Fongwa.
Yes,
jumping from one party to another. Yeah, the obedi. And they say Baumia na akodi no. Nipa bay na oda sorry free sumia so a e wo ne wildest dream. E bad in dream say my support to Baumia na o made president. Looking at a near man, why?
Commander, Mamencia Senior, Lister, yes, I check. Yamine Hine. Na Samson so Michel, Commander, Michia etfu. NPP Assembly, say, Debia Umpo. It's like an arrangement of issues. Say, Dakrobia Yenyi Bakumbra. Na yen discuss here we are. Adia na yesa de fufu aba. Na ni adia Alan Charmantin yeah we no say yeah be mono it is not strange like but it's a surprise to us because we share what happened in 79 abra Pauli ni Dr. Osu, which gave credence and led to Dr. Hilary Liman becoming the president of the Republic of Ghana. We, the analysts, decided, say, yebeye hu ejuma. Na obimu ebisa questions in respect of sa historical antecedents of NPP ni where they stand.
Yeah.
Before Alan took this decision, yenyantie say okosra asentihini.
I see.
Okosra asentihini.
I see.
After the elections. And obimu ebisa questions before obekwa independent and obe resigning from the party. What discussion a course between Asentihini ni Alan Chermantini. Again, okay, say Alan resigning here and Kufuor.
Yeah.
Yes, at that time say His Excellency Kufuor, then President Kufuor, invitee a friend behind closed doors when he tendered his resignation. Na that time after the meeting only President Kufuor come he withdrew sa decision to resign from the party. The question again say obe resign and then also to make public say obe call as independent candidate was how could bisa and now was could discuss it with the former president J.A. Kufuor. That's the question I want to ask. Now, if it is true, say okoye and a discussion course and a OPA ebe tender and resignation letter, and then went ahead to say obe contested as independent candidate, then of course Asembe Badebi. NDC has a serious task in 2024. A serious task, say, not NPP. NPP has no contest in 2024. It's a done deal for NDC. Namum, the person who is to take after John Mahama is the issue of 2024. It's not about 2024 election. After 2024 is the issue. As for 2024 general election, it's not about NDC. It's not about MPP. It's a done deal. But when the interesting part is say the NPP is trying very hard to bring back 79, so that what happened after 79 when Liman got power, then they came back again and then took the party from that people that they never trusted. In this case, the Achims in NPP would never and ever be by the Ascentis. And that is what has repeated. Nonetheless, this is the case. Sure? Alan is a learned person. Serious learned person. And for that matter, smart. When him say, carry along with all the campaign season, Obia and himself, Alan was coming to resign. When him say,
oh, some of them were.
I'm telling you, they never knew. Those who were core of his campaign. I'm telling you. Again, when him say to withdraw from the elections, from the contest, majority of his poor trustees were not aware. When him enter, because the NDC, the Nana camp managed to infiltrate and got some information. Therefore, Oyedin Ebama, this particular decision now or announced today. so that it will be a shock to the MPPs, because they had, just as time man fire no, and then he got the wing to go and resign. When him say tender and resignation, no, the old man told him never.
I see.
Yeah, the old man said, Debbie. This is not the time, because he wanted to humiliate him. Then the question people ask and they say, what at all did Alan do to Nana Akufo-Addo? That's the question people ask. What at all? But at the end of the day, no, Meka ebesi bebisu. You know what happened under Kufuor when Kufuor won against Nana Akufo-Addo? And then the same time when he won against Alan, they made it as if say it is something that is inheritance, not democracy. Inheritance. Say me free wa wuna uba.
And Akufo-Addo also can say same
That's
thing
it.
to Alan.
Me free wa wu na uba. And this man foolishly, excuse my language, foolishly admitted and trusted this man and submitted himself to be used. When I'm saying, now Oya minister, no, he was just a policy formulator. Alan was just a policy formulator. No, even the 1D1F, he formulated that particular policy, but he never implemented them. He's not the one who implemented all those policies he formulated. Because implementing them means he would have some resources. What do you say? So they brought him close and dealt with him. Now, what would be the consequences of Nia Oye? If you ask me, it has no bearing to Ghanaian politics. Because if you look at the history, yes, Obimo Eka said those who have come as independent candidates, doesn't have the pedigree of or the stature of Alan. Yeah. No. In politics, pedigree. Just as they say there's no morals in politics, it's the same thing. There's no pedigree in politics. It's just the way you carry yourself in politics. Otherwise, Constitution Becker says when you professorship, you can't contest. When you doctorate, you can't contest. When you masters, they say when you are sound-minded and at 40, you are qualified to contest as parliamentary, any position in this country, presidential. For which reason, no? When they say Alan stature and pedigree, those who have stood as independent candidates, doesn't have that pedigree. It's null and void. But his intention to contest as independent candidate, is of the view that I want the party to come back to its normal sense. Because Sisiano, they fool more than they think. They fool more than they act. It's like the leader himself has lost the sense of direction. Or no, Nyansefono, he has to resign, bring the party home, and then recapture it. That's the whole idea. Now, Unim said, the person, Alan, where he comes from, 50-50. Say your name.
Yeah.
From Swing region and to Ashanti region. Now, if you look at the history of our Ghanaian elections, anytime NPP performs below 75 and below 70, they lose elections. Are you aware? Anytime MPP perform below 75,
Western region.
No, I'm talking of Ashanti region.
Ashanti region. Okay.
Yes, they lose elections. If you look at the analysis since 2000 up to date. Now, where does Alan's strength start from? Alan's strength starts from Ashanti region. What do I say? So this one will tell you, say, Alan just need 1% of the total vote of Ashanti to make sure NDC MPP goes to opposition. What do I say? So his target is that the party should go to opposition. So Omwa, Omwa say, Alan would be a disturb to NDC, no? Alan would never be a stand block of the chances of NDC. It is to affect omwa ye bia omo ye omo bia omo no a ye say ye GMI no. Those are the people Alan is going to teach that nonsense, not the general public or the general voter. Ye GMI. Of course, yes. The third and second citizens who come from the north. Alan says, sir, it is about time for us to think, say, everybody deserves the right to be president. Everybody. And that is why I take our decision that, look, to hell with whoever machinated. And if you look at Nia Okain, to say, whatever the party decided to do, the agreement they all went, at the end of the day, went contrary. For which reason, or be resigning and contest.
Okay.
As independent.
Merci about what is here. Quick one. Me Dr. Arthur Kennedy, a leading member of the MPP, and Kodin Komo. Doc, Akwaba.
Jodo.
Mpacho boko die.
Boko.
Yeah, the radiance. Yeah, the was so. Doc, let me read the why short article be about a demonstration, 3 days demonstration course. So the police service approach and everything. Though we have other issues that we will discuss, but that article no me will interest kakra wom. What will raise issues? But you let me up breaking it down. Am I?
We are all missing the fact that power is moving to the streets. The reason why I say power is moving to the streets, when the Ghana and Kasa, in our history as well as general history, whenever change is coming, it is foretold on the streets first. If you start from outside Ghana, the U.S. had a Boston Tea Party. Then it led to their Continental Congress and Declaration of Independence. They went on to be independent. The French had the protests in Paris that led to the French Revolution. Didn't end too well. In South Africa, there were protests on the streets that led to eventually the ANC coming to power. Ghana, 1948, when we had the riots after the ex-servicemen were shot. In the end, that actually was the significant catalyst for independence. The same way, even Rawlins Nankasa Oberberg, in 1979, there were protests that the soldiers took up, and then there was instability till 1981. I think we didn't handle it well, and therefore we put 50 years of Rawlins. So whenever there are significant movements on the streets, we will do well to take it seriously. And I think that as we sit here, the movement on the reinforcing the fact that Afrobarometer polling over the last maybe 10, 20 years, that they've been increasing the satisfaction of our political parties.
Doc, why in yes you are talking about
I can hear you.
Yeah. Write up no Mame Henry DBB Kakra quote. The Asantis are right that Atiyema refrain to which success leads to forgetfulness. When similar protests occurred in the months leading to the 2016 election, most of the members of the Chebi Mafia were there, and now they are against similar protests because of why, unquote. Doc, a message in episode putting across.
Well, it is very self-evident that offending a president who rose to national prominence on the back of protest, very young and admirable activist under PMFD, he led the Kumipreko demonstrations in 2015 and 2016. He or people close to him organized protests against the government to highlight living conditions that were getting bad. So Akufo-Addo has always been a man of the streets. So it is very sad that his government would try to prevent demonstrations and that people demonstrating against his government will have people detained by the security services. I thought he was the person who said you should be citizens and not spectators. The march, those who were marching were demonstrating citizenship.
But Doctor, maybe with the recent one, almost only Ghana. So maybe the police through that parade decided to.
And say, oh, come on. That's a joke, isn't it?
Well, maybe a Bianca or Ghana, the story will be different.
Oh, wasn't it in Ghana when Vomawo was detained and reporters from City FM were arrested by a full contingent of military people and a by-election led to violence? Wasn't it in Ghana in those situations?
Doctor,
come on, my brother.
Yes, but with this article, are you disappointed in Akufo-Addo's leadership?
Of course. Disappointed is actually an understatement. He has been a disaster.
Whoa.
And everybody who is honest knows it.
Disaster.
He has taken our nation to the brink of disaster. And as of now, we should really pray that the next year goes well.
Doc, Mami Busa, Adentina, Unime Nanadu. Adentina Ojidi se Odiye Baba Bedru Baby Ayedri. Why? For what?
Why?
Yes.
Because maybe people saw in him virtues that he didn't possess. He just hasn't been a good president. I mean, I just can't think of any other president who will rule for 7 years and there have been no reshuffle. The biggest cabinet in our history, you know, bragging about proud Ghanaians won't go to the IMF and we end up going. We'll make Ghana the cleanest city in Africa and Yenyashi. I mean, this country is in trouble, and those on the streets, we need to listen to them because they have anger and frustration and disappointment, and if it explodes, what will happen will not be good. That is why we should channel their frustrations constructively to reform our system.
Dog, baby, I'm moody and come away echo. Mena me say maybe ye judiciary no betimi aboaye. The confrontation between the organizers of this demonstration. Yeah, organizee be Arise Ghana. Unim de see woyene police for no entem. It seems that the police no enye free from political dictates.
And yes, it seems the police is too politicized. They are completely under the thumb of politicians, and it's dangerous. We need an independent, professional police force so that when the politicians get drunk on power and they make unreasonable demands, the police can stand up to them. And not only that, the judiciary can stand up to them. And I said, demonstrate the bastardization of our institutions. The courts are no longer the courts that they used to be about 10 years ago. Even under Rawlings, surprisingly, people had more confidence in the courts when J.H. Mensah and others and the MPP went to court and won significant victories. These days, nobody believes that can happen in the courts. That's why John Mahama is talking about getting NDC people to, what do they call, be willing to take up judicial appointments. What he said was frightening, but it reflects the reality of how bad things have become.
Doc, you are talking about the street. Do you see the street taking over governance?
No, what the streets feel we eventually get into the corridors of government, but it will be done either peacefully because responsible, mature, patriotic leaders step forward to channel it, or opportunists will step forward to try and channel it like Rawlings did, and will have, I think, a setback in our constitutional development. So we are at a very important inflection point.
But, Doctor, from your observations, would you say 2024, you bet me a cha, and I say you are expecting something?
Oh, I am expecting developments, but the developments can be constructive and constitutional, or it cannot be dependent upon how we handle this. So if we become responsive to what we are hearing on the streets, then there are things we can do. You know, there can be constitutional reforms, there can be more responsible governance, there can be reforms that will make people have more confidence in the system, the courts can stand up. So there are a lot of ifs. And if all those things go well, we'll be fine. Otherwise, we are not in a good place.
And your mommy, you know, and me read your article, me want to be sending me flyer from Ora Alanche Martin. Me tie Ora Alanche Martin, ye peke live. Also, we jai MPP. Now, and some of our boss were cost on the street. Then your disappointment in this Akufo-Addo administration. Doc, nwanwa wote ye se alance wo no wajai se onye MPP ni bio na oko independent wajai se onye MPP ni bio no wote ye nwanwa
baby anyamo.
Why?
Because fundamentally the two parties have become less and less democratic and less popular. Afrobarometer polls have shown for the last 10-15 years that the parties have been getting increasingly unpopular. And the kind of things that were happening in the MPP, you knew that something was going to give. Either Alan will be strong enough to mobilize the grassroots of the MPP to mount a revolution within the MPP, or they will push him out. And so right now it sounds like they've pushed him out.
Na would you say ne resignation no a benya negative impact on MPP?
Yes.
How?
It will have a negative impact on MPP. Actually, the biggest loser today is the MPP and whoever is candidate.
Okay, so let's talk about the magnitude.
And
the magnitude of that negative impact.
The magnitude is yet to be determined, but it will be negative. The biggest winner today is John Mahama. His path to the presidency just got clearer.
Doc Ujidi.
Yeah. Of course, there are always scenarios that Alan will be a strong enough independent candidate that he can beat Bawumia and get into the runoff. That is possible. But my point is that at the end of the day, the MPP, a party that looks divided, doesn't generally do well in elections like this. So for now, this is advantage NDC. That does not mean the third party or independent option cannot work. It can.
Yeah, but
I made clear in my piece. Yayi Boni did the same thing in 2006 in Benin. We know that Macron did that in France, but even in Africa, Yayi Boni did it in Benin successfully. So it can be done. And if somebody can do it, Alan might be one of those people who can do it, except that maybe it has to be a national movement behind him rather than a personal movement.
Doc, Alan, a dear message no the coast street no more. Since he's part.
That one you should ask him.
Because he's part of the mess we are seeing today. And I'm out for saying if
but that's my point. That is why I said that's why you have to ask him, because of course there are people who kind of come out of political parties and their message is very different, because part of why they came out is that they are unhappy with what is happening. So I don't think we should prejudge it. You are on to a point that some people can say Alan was part of the mess. So the question is how he can persuade us, just like how Canada Japan can persuade us, or how Bawumia can persuade us that despite all the problems that we are seeing in Ghana, he can lead us in a different direction.
Doctor, at the end of the MPP abedru. At the end of the MPP abedru this position, this point. What pushed MPP?
Selfishness, corruption, incompetence, nepotism, tribalism. And if you have a whole day, we can go into them. But I don't have a whole day. That probably is another interest.
Very interesting. But I can see that you feel sad for the party.
Okay.
You feel sad for the MPP.
Oh, I do. Because I have spent most of my life standing up for that tradition. Long before it came into being, I felt it in my heart. I went into exile for it. I've met every MPP leader since Vitousu. The only one I don't remember meeting is Buzia, and I have had personal relationships with all of them. So it is a sad day.
Dr. Alan Frey was joining Obeko.
I don't join people. I join movements and principles. So it is possible that I might end up supporting him, but I don't know what his agenda is. I haven't seen the campaign he's going to run. So for now, I am still with those on the street.
Doc, Ghana for say Bomodiane Brana yenu enye demonstration back one day. Let's get to the streets.
Well, I have some Aluta experience, as you know.
Uh-huh.
In 1983, thousands marched in the streets and were singing Revolution Sakabo against Rolling Sikal. Absolutely. I miss it.
Okay. So, Doctor, Arise Ghana, Enche, we will have some street demonstrations and we will invite you.
But tell them I said Aluta continua.
Aluta continua. Thank you so much, Dr. Edasibebre.
Bye-bye.
All right, so that's it live on Accra 100.5 Citizen Show. Mamenka, a year rich tech manufacturing Ghana Limited. Omo de aluminium, aluzinc, any galvanized, plain and plasma coated color roofing sheets. Abegu just. The American say, a chance here to buy a dance. Different. A pattern. Come. Omo one yama snap lock roofing sheets. IBR, PBR roofing sheets. Corrugated roofing sheets. Glazed tiles, metal roofing sheets, metal trusses and profiles for churches. Musi asore dan onsa nadia kese no ayede Samsung. Ni nyina omo obi. O ma 15 years manufacturer's warranty. Ewo yes a friend say and just no omo friend plasma coated color no. Aha. Say no. Plasma na omo ayi no fe. O ma 15 years. 40 to 60 years or other products and amount for a moment na momianko. Also a factory no PSB come to 25. Oh, the winner kwana so PSB. Bia udu wani chewa and corporate office or block 10 tema International School Road no Bank of Africa Shaman roundabout why said the old hit tema Akosumo Road no from I was 0544 048 126 when no friend number we na opeso to near money be kura or ombetim no aye business me bosso 0544 048 126 na one a rich tech manufacturers no ono makasa quick credit for say credit o more about 2500 the ohia ne say o national ID ni bi pom ona wo kro no omo sorry ahomache me da wo ka omo ha wadwene so quick credit for be ne amu gina so ti say binom no mu gina so e na de ka e na fa nkosi a omo nya sa da o tues kan wo ahodwom eye quick credit loans wọ́n sọ wọ́n bua adwadifo ẹni ọmanfo ya wọ́n ẹni abrabọ na ẹkyẹsẹ wọ́n ẹni etutu aka wọ́n nsam quick credit say from ẹ wọ 059 692 0833 mipacho onsa become Tabia Herbal Center Center wọ́n na ẹde Tabia Herbal Mixture aba wọ́n mu ato wọ́n nam ya ntumi ni di entri di yadeɛ mesro no bi afei Tabia Herbal capsules a se so sisi ya constipation abamua ye no so ɛya no bi wo se abatan mama nkɔ ho onyimo me nkɔ ho unya ni mfrinche do watwa amfa asanka o mamu ye nkɔ kanshi drug lane from 0243 686861 onsa beka ɛyɛ Tabia Herbal products na oso ode akwakosa ho yadeɛ afei de asɛm de krampo a se abapa eye top choco ai wase womo ene de eye top choco chocolate spread aba ye de fabrodom edie enkoda ene mpani nyina na anuso ne de na ma enkoda so pom din eba eno mo eye 3-in-1 chocolate drink eye ye no de eye cocoa ya milk no wom sugar no wom otia no a ensuohiem straight no be no kef no ano de gu nsuohiem ana me de ya na mpeni nsuohiem wom na ice gugum na nya pa ya ehia ale odu ze ene ma so ni egu osi ase na me koton materials wo takra de secondary na materials no na ma me bi ye pa bi wo friends STC ya do akroso a okroso STC ya do a hokrom fro say Mekom road na ma bi eye pie se any coke coke no ya na nwunu no na me to a me wo fase me wo mfaso wo so me de mfaso da kwatra pie no me ya bakuma se me di ni nyina amna sa
pie no na ni kenke
Rizanishi ya mwakura Top Choco mesna mo munyi bi from 0243 033 mpacho me ko break about quick one me ba I'll come back to Haruna. I'll be back.
Give us P capsules. A memedry. Manum bia ye benmemua. Kani metutu ya na minkuma boa sese de. Betu esa kum menia G. Give us P capsules.
Give it to me, baby.
Give us core capsules ozwe.
E mane meme nyina akoko yade. Sisi yade amamanya yem timotete wo mo no. Yedru no no. Manum bi amama de me ho.
Give us core capsules. Mrs. Moye ding. Give us core capsules.
I give it to you, baby. You give it to me.
Oh yeah.
Hey, give us in no. Amen. Nijia bebusiemu papa. Na bema ka give us P capsules. And give us core capsules. Bomunum dia. Na enijia ni ahwodeno.
And the guidelines which had been issued by the Presidential Primary Selections Committee will go down in history as a travesty of justice and a demonstration of high-handedness by the highest decision-making body of the party, second only to the annual delegates conference. Fellow countrymen and women, I joined the new patriotic party at the very beginning of its establishment as a founding member, believing in its core values and the long-standing traditions of its antecedents, predicated on the principles of fairness, equity, probity, accountability, and transparency. I have devoted the best part of my professional career to serving the party, And I still believe in the vision of the founding fathers of the party. However, the MPP, as it exists now, has very little resemblance to the party that I joined in 1992 and helped to make. Thank you. The party has been hijacked by a selected group of party leaders and elders, government appointees, behind the curtain power brokers and some unscrupulous party apparatus. It was my fervent wish to use the vehicle of their party to bring my God-given talents, experience, and knowledge acquired both locally and internationally over a period of 46 years to serve our dear nation, Ghana, at the highest level of executive authority. It is abundantly clear to me that my services and contributions to the party are not appreciated. And that my continuous stay in the party will create further tension and divisions, which is an exact replay of the circumstances that led to my decision to resign from the party in 2008. Fellow countrymen and women, under the circumstances and given the context provided, I wish to use this platform to announce that I'm honorably resigning with immediate effect. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I repeat, under the circumstances and given the context provided, I wish to use this platform to announce that I'm honorably resigning with immediate effect from the new Patriotic Party to contest for the high office of the President Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. To contest. Thank you very much. To contest for the high office of the President of the Republic of Ghana in the 2024 general elections as an independent presidential candidate. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. To actualize this goal, can we have some quietness, please? To actualize this goal, I will establish and lead a new movement for change in Ghana. The brand logo for the movement is the monarch butterfly, which politically symbolizes change and transformation, hope and positivity. It also communicates strength, endurance, spirituality, and trust, which are all key traits that I cherish as a political leader. In Akan, it is known as Afafanto. The brand motto of the movement is Ghana will rise again. Ghana will rise again, which symbolizes hope for the future of Ghana. The new movement will be led and powered by the youth of Ghana. Out of the over 17 million registered voters in the 2020 general elections, the youth aged 18 to 35 years constituted over 9.4 million voters, representing 55% of the total voters. This is and the guidelines which have been issued by the Presidential Primary Selections Committee will go down in history as a travesty of justice and a demonstration of high-handedness by the highest decision-making body of the party, second only to the annual delegates conference. Fellow countrymen and women, I joined the new patriotic party at the very beginning of its establishment as a founding member, believing in its core values and the long-standing traditions of its antecedents, predicated on the principles of fairness, equity, probity, accountability, and transparency.
As it back, Haruna, quick one, at Kennedy Bemu, but what's here at Kennedy analysis? You know what they are saying.
Ekosi nia yenina ekeka efa Akufo-Addo and his style of leadership in MPP no. Opese oye like the founder and then the owner and the everything of NPP. And a party can't be formed by one person. And again, no, we are there. Obimunyi esin wo party.
Yeah.
And so if for any reason at all, if you don't love the party, and I'm so say party is about numbers, you know. You don't chase people away from the party. Because His Excellency former President Kufuor said this person is not a leader that we should trust. Nti yenhwe yehuyi yenim adia yedi like the power that you will entrust under some people whom we cannot for any reason trust. Say Assemble, just starting from what he did to Afokunumni Canada Japan.
Yeah.
And it end up on a potential president like Alan. So it tells you that it is not only his hatred for only party foot soldiers, but also the people whom he thinks ma hate omo, and for any other reasons, omunye to me, I won't be peaceful to enjoy my stolen monies. But on Bahamajui. And see, let me look at who to give it to. But let me tell you one intriguing story and my analysis about Bawumia. On them say, they know as we speak now. They don't have any body from the Achim mafias to come and succeed Nana. They don't have. They are now grooming somebody. And so Bawumia doesn't have money. Bawumia doesn't have money. Nti mayam pushi yasika no Emma Bawumia so the obey flag bearer. Oye flag bearer we are. Yen nyina nim say Bawumia will not win 2024 elections. Aye de enso a ye be sa akọ elections. So Bawumia can never be the leader of the party. That time no they would have had somebody from the Achim push their money and push the minority man away so that Obe fee as he did to others.
Yeah.
And so this is a grand scheme for Achim mafias to continue. It's not. Nobody should think say they want him to front their agenda for 2028 so that they'll push him away and bring Achim mafias. And so Alan has been smart to know and say it is not for him but for Ashantis that they don't want. And see, if you look at the apathy that would set in 2024, no, Alan being smart, no, I am telling you, out of the 100%, no, Alan will get 40% of their membership who are apathy.
Are you sure?
I am telling you, the apathy vote. Why? What happened in 2008? In 2008, they got 70% of like 73% or 2. Those people in 2008 refused to vote. So the person coming from Ashanti region and in the caliber of Alan, who can say that apathy no, a person like Papai Ata Kennedy, a person like Nyahu Tamakulu, a person like Omwa ni na are not in bed. Just even today as we speak, I know for sure, sir, former energy minister, your friend say,
Napo,
former. Oh, Ajaku will vote for Alan. I am telling you. To go home and sleep and will not vote for MPP, it's better to give it to Alan, a patriot like Alan. I'm telling you. So that particular apathy, because of Nana and his lifestyle, a lot of people, that apathy, they will give it to Alan. I'm talking about the 100% of their support base, not the general election. No. The support base. 40%, analysts, Omuka, say 40%, they are foreseeing 40% apathy of the following, the MPP support base. Those 40%, you know, they call Alan. Because they know, say, Alan will come back to the party. He will come back to MPP. But, that is what he's trying to.
But something you don't believe so,
no, Alan will come back to the party. Look, let me tell you something. Today, when accompanied you to that place, Boniface was there. Do you think Boniface on your MPP? Did he resign? No. Very good. Your MPP and or your independent. That's what it means. They are there to protest for something. Alan could go say or from anchor form political party there, but also as independent candidate. That means after achieving then it means they will call him back to the negotiating table so that they will get the party back to whoever they want to give it to, because they can't fathom, they can't understand how. And at that time, this motherfucker, the greedy bastard, would no longer have the power. And this papa yekesai me offer na Bawumia oni kapre oni who I am telling you oni kapre. At that time no who would be about to say everybody for in life, for himself, God for us all, because that is when we'll see proper accountability in Ghana. Proper accountability. That is where you will see say amount for voluntarily they return omusika Emma Abain so that they will have their lives. Yeah. What they say. So for me, what Alan has done, one day Bonibia, if you ask me, he's a Ghanaian. And he reserved that right to exercise it the way na ope. And he has decided to go as independent. So the constitution supports that. It is only the constitution of NPP. Say if you decide to go independent, you forfeit. Now unim, they foresaw this coming. What can I say? They call all the candidates. Yeah. Echo meeting. Say they should sign an agreement. Say if you lose. Okay, manko, I didn't go. I have not lost. I have decided to go independent. Move from a party. What do I say? So these are
how does such a thing fit in society? That if I lost an election, for example, if I'm Alan Martin and you said per the modalities I should sign that if I lost.
Can't do anything.
I can't do anything. No, how does that bar me from? No, you want? How can a political party? You see, the MPP is now a crime scene. It's a crime scene. How does that bar me from my fundamental human right?
Yes. That I want to exercise.
Yes.
How can?
Yes. So they foresaw this because they omonim no more. Anyway, what do I say? Omonim. Say. It is not going to be fair.
Try say omo stop it,
you know, because they know, sir. They know, sir. They are not, sir. Okay, say all the and then also agreement now omukumu. None of them have been adhered to. None. For which reason? No, or no feel say he is not being treated fairly, and the game no means okoma. Fair treatment, and there's no level playing figure. Showdown. When they say please the proper showdown.
Okay, well, Commander.
My pick a Collins Kakras. Anyway, just seconds.
Seconds. No, you see, when you are Haruna analysis, you know, you're very much interested in analysis. You know, if there's going to be this apathy vote for the MPP. Now, sir, there's going to be resurrection of that party voter. We should also bear in mind, sir, in calculating the percentage for candidates in the presidential elections, you know, it is a valid vote cast. In a percentage, you know.
Yeah.
So, do baby now, sir, when you have 50% plus one now, it is pushing the election.
No, the analysis here, we can say it is not to the general election. Bear in mind, say, I made reference to Kumasi Ashanti region. Say, anytime NPP fall below 75, fall below 74, 76, they lose elections. Since 2000. Now, 2008, 2004, and the where echo, you know, and make us say, if indeed that apathy that is going to set in based on the actions and inactions of Nana Akufo-Addo. Nti obimu bebre na omuntu aba. Therefore, no, we decide to give it out 40% of Sa Apatino from the Ashanti region. That would make the NPP calm down.
That also coming to the national pool.
Anyway.
No, the national pool will depend. And that is why Mika said any time the Ashanti vote for MPP comes down below 75, it means that they lose the election. So all that Papa need to bring down the MPP from Ashanti region from 75 to below 75, no, need only 1%. He needs only 1% of it.
Anyway, Adebia will discuss it another time. Live on our 100.5. But you listen to us a new way in the
2020. 2024 years for Nana. 2020, 2024 years for Nana. 2020 years for Nana. 2020 years for Nana. 2020 years for Nana. What can you crazy? Mama making me to a manana. 2020 years for Nana. Dedication. Mama making me to a manana. 2020 years for Nana.
What ye? Boss ye bebrebe. Any. All right, so that's it. And then the mefa callers kakra because minimum say amount for no keka wo mo. 0302208090. Join you have a conversation. Mefa be 5-6 callers. Na me dia bury here. Hello.
Bobie.
Eja.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Your friend Master Richard Bobie.
Pacha Yanko.
Bobie. Papa Landier, say what now man Nana Akufo-Addo ni busia. Oma bokro no evi o my maybe. But me dey make catch say on show the security. Nkofo we boni ewo mutrim. So on show the security ya Akufo-Addo na Ghana for in branch ni na yinim no. Ebetumi aye ni bibi. On show the security me da so.
Me da say Eclipse Collateral Angel Investor. Me pacha wa bia adwuma afi e konfie mi ensani. Adwuma no wa bia ni ya ba dadoa. Wo hia say obi be so mu boa. Eclipse Collateral Angel Investor mpacho yenkwai na omo meso mu no emwa na ope omo registration forms ni bia ko Kwabena FM front desk ubenya bi ediafro Collateral Management Office located at Adenta so ubenya forms ni bi ediafro. Hello
Commander.
Yes sir.
Nyame asum je kan na nyimire
enka so
uni abema James Francis old ashaw man
mpacho yenko
Commander mama wa mama opportunity anyimire de mama sire to di ampo na ho de ne na adu ni sira ma wo ne wa busua yankopon mo ho ba
ya monitor to na me time ni sha
Akufo-Addo amamu de da bia am ka se journalist a uni akukuduru a untimi nye adwuma wo man we because wo kan no kore ne ye tata wa kumbai sira bofo bo ho ba de obesori ati obi yankopon bi twa na hwe wo Yesu din obi e dia me kan sama mi tia listo na mi tia ba ko no ka ho na owie na analysis esi ano fantastic me da na se dia me kan se one said there be a on tenya huta makura akasa one said obi ya me ba me ka se o ka ye mpanyfo ahemfo ne asofo wo kurum ha obi be kan o be ka se bi a umu ade we ye ni obi atamu ye se omo nso nkasa otumfo ye na ya me di ni ho ya o kakra de obi sa asem da bi a me kan o se Akufo-Addo your lawyer ayi e champo me le so se di omo tata no ba o nten wo land wo ne na ekọ na eba enti oye no ma enkoso o ma no si ye nyina na ye timti mo frɛ na mutunfo a ontie kura mo nkasa wa abonten se de ekọ na nye what ya say mahama wo o ma nu obia kasa Canada.
All right, me da say my men go for another caller. Greenfield Scientific Bar Clinic say the bright soldier capsules and a bright garlic plus capsules and a diaba. Hello.
Hello, Bobie.
Yes sir.
We Razak do na frame na go di ala. Me do have PM na close side, Adenta side.
Mpacho yonko.
Bobie the American say MPP. Say MPP ge na nado wa be say o mo party ni kura party ndi wa be gu na ni mas ba enso ye de. Say me ye ndi sini ba de me de ndi emfa me ho. De be bia na nado pa o ntieti o mo so emfa me ho. Nti ye de ye kan sa lantere maten. Wo ko independence no anu no wonko. Na Asante region wo ye no mbeche vote no pepepe. Ye de akaya de on ye de koya nim. Me bompa ya sere Bobie na komisio yi afa en krofo bebreu.
Oh, me pacho, me producer no be kasa na. Hello. Oh. Hard Builders Real Estate say Ansah e was Shy Hills ni go pram ni chopoli no. Wa mugusu a echicha brochefo amotemenka. O probi di wade ase ne nsa obi a o wa hotoso. Eno ani Hard Builders Real Estate. Osi 20,000 Ghana, utia 10,000. Na de bosumi nsia atua de aka no. Umpewe na apede. Omo adansi oniema bebree so a ne bo no from quality papa bi. From 0241 665 200. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Yo Alaji, yango.
As Rimanya me say Alankaja to resign. Na yepeke tin na because nipa oti party mo echetu akuba ji party na aboso apata ko na team for party onya chimi na o kasa obi antiu onya chimi na obi mo kasa eda na tipa se ko base chemu chemu 50-50 mo mi da say na me mo ban
yes me da say give us about center and a day power capsules cold capsules and give us herbal mixture. Abba. Woman aside give us ice drinking water. Abba Jaso. From us 050 68 51135. Hello.
Hello, Bobie. Mikia wapom tren.
Pomboko, Pacha.
From Germany, Mikata Malam Jansi.
Ya yanko.
You Nathan Alan in Obisi passing in the Dawa, but you know the Dada, and you ring at Sanforo. And yeah, Eddie will be on better military enemy. Women can answer you to Malam Jansi, Mandan Jansi, fire state, Amaponia Mapa.
Yeah.
Very good. Unim Yakosua. Unim say, see, Malam Jansi, Baby, I can't get one. Quapum, Dansuma one. Land made the whole ya from that and soon see a quapin face in na besting corn na on up to na ama the institution for now not living na into qua na copy na tanga benefit.
Okay, all right.
Oh, area na a flooding, Diana Matter.
That's it. Me da say me pacho fa eye Ashanti Regional Secretary a picture to amame na ode Eugene de no so ato amame ene omudi omawoda Go TV me pacho Super Plus no bosso in booster ba mesha me pacho bomodia se also bejo de ene Ashanti Regional NDC Secretary Dr. Oh, so ofri mampo ose Dr. Mwakohene ene ni birthday so Dr. Mwakohene wote yenka Ghana baby yema awudi epa ene me social media handler Eugene ba and so a birthday oh but the two no that oh me time was so anyway and then Eugene Ba. So this is my social media handler Eugene Ba. Well,
and no the good governance card better actually pass will be amwa eme to bwan kakra sebeya won betumi abeji abenya transfer boa minor floor tissues e wo dom e kama besi handkerchief anan kwana kopa bi na mwa saso na Father Martin eba me Roman Father Dra and you make from obia oba kwa fikrate ya ne keka ho nyada wunya bi no a asie betu destiny refaces sems yan chance papa ba ya de bodan so we enwe na chen 40 ankom kopewie wo posi ne dress menhia e wo wiase amansan nyina mu bia wono bibia e wo se e wo drone e wo drone dro de and one in boost a Masco Nested Ghana Limited a promotion 1 be 18th October as I said time dawa F4 6,000 Ghana cedis kona kwa GB na nyan ejapade etesa give us Herbal Center and run doso e odom abusunya junsom yade nyina adro wom kopebi na wedie ni begina brand mo taxes ni pada de ye de soduane maduane ye de sa wo che nam ho fa wom sanse be maduane na ye de pa Heart Builders Real Estate say asase amanson etete nkrofo okrom ha no atu atwa bro mo nkyamba gye o masase ni bi na sa ha we nyina de ho free ho hwi adwenkyere ne bra 05,26135 anu achi akra 100.5 Facebook live anyway ye beje blessing hu brekutra kenkan ni nyina de amawo anyway akenkanfo eyeme kachre Kwabena bedu anyway
nana ma ejako afabusuafo akase bono emu enchemu enni Karen Sofa no we dwedie any infini juma ho nsem former trade and industry minister Yera Alana kwadwo chiramaten dia kotiri dintintiman Ghana amanyo mu politics mu de obia nu se MPP de odie mu akotene pa ya woka ho abie ene wagina simpie so edensima woduo pi no na atodwa ya wobu achese 2024 general elections no Ghana for enhwe nanim se balloting anase ballot paper no ebehu nanim ewo so ya na wono so mampani tumi die adwa no wo pri ebie ala nkwadwo chirematen Ghana ha wo bie nim se ba no amanwom die a MPP pa no ye ka akandifo ni mu mpanifo a odi mu ntintiman pa ayiye na kame ye se wo trinity woni political career mu so opese abandwa kese no hwitra so MPP amanwoko adi mu no achepa 2007 wo bra former president John Ajekum Kufuor edi na memuo ni finhia wotwe amamuo eba awieye panifo pi na twi wo mu eti ya na se opese wojam edema MPP anase kwani franka wo som 2008 elections mu ala kwadwo chemati di akote dintintiman ya na chesa kwesa kansi ni contest no na aya alan kwadwo chemati ene na adodan kwa akufu ado sabe na chesa mo ye empanifo edunsu na wo mu epri wonti akansi no efedi kan ekwagu ye no na wo hwe emadodo percentage a wo se obitimi kaso no na edi nkunim to wo lead party no election 2008 ya na enwie paint na wo senko mo sa akosie nim akwato aban foforo na lanche maten man nsa so se da bi da mera emu oya na so na akufu ado eni nanum kan wonko da chi akwama bia na somu wi a ebedru no so no so aba betoa so ewo MPP amanyokuo no edimu afredi ya watena wono mo na akufu ado opposition evinhia woche atwemu oma baba mu vinhia woche wo beginam edi ama MPP na kamia yese na do danko akufu ado na busuafo gabi woche dako asanti bedi atuo ken ofori atamo chese wama bobo ne mfe wama bono abre ne su epese ne political career chese wo mu atwa so se wo mu de Dr. Mamadou Bamia vice president ehwa na siedwa egu na animu ase na de kwesi ye nyina dan se presidential no wo mu di kan special delegate conference kese se empanifo ne ye du wo so ne so ama no aba enum ene edade ni de na ye memene da wo bra na kire sa abato ne ekoso no alankwadwo kire maten woni ne agent fo agi wo ho gina pa ewo MPP abamu mpanifo just wo mu ensem contest akansi a ekoso kamia se abamu mpanifo nyina da eta Dr. Baumiachi MPP mpanifo nyina da eta Dr. Baumiachi enti di omu ye bia agenda na ya sete di ato wo no mo se alanchira maten de ye bebu na brand su ne egu nanimu ase ne yi ne kura afrisa kansie ni mu na Dr. Mamadou Baumia akọ eti eri na enu anasa na nsa ena de beto dwa nyina na se wo se ya kansie ni kwa no awedro wa yiri ne ho de afiri mu na je oba enne ala nkwadwo traumatia gye simpios Ghana de hye nyina danimu ena no disem ede atodwa ya wobu akyere se wo bibie no no na de suade hunu so opeso so wo man Ghana no wo betimi aka no ahyeda na party MPP a wo mu ewo mu no enye MPP biem ɛyɛ president Akufo-Addo na ne party bi na wɔ run ne sɛnea wɔpɛ ne leadership ɛɛtan ɛnyɛ fɛ ahantan su ahomasoɔ ɛna ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ MPP aban ɛne MPP amanyɔkuo mu na ɛno de sɛ wɔde to dwa nyina da no sɛ MPP ni wa resign ne ɛna Akufo-Addo yɛ sɛ no ohun sɛ MPP party ni obi ɛgye obi fa na mmom no wɔkɔ sɛ independent contemporary yɛntie nsɛm alankyerɛ maten de to dwa.
The MPP as it exists now has very little resemblance to the party that I joined in 1992 and helped to help. The party has been hijacked by a selected group of party leaders and elders, government appointees, behind the curtain power brokers and some unscrupulous party apparatchiks. It was my fervent wish to use the vehicle of their party to bring my God-given talents, experience, and knowledge acquired both locally and internationally over a period of 46 years to serve our dear nation, Ghana, at the highest level of executive authority. It is abundantly clear to me that my services and contributions to the party are not appreciated, and that my continuous stay in the party will create further tension and divisions, which is an exact replay of the circumstances that led to my decision to resign from the party in 2008. Fellow countrymen and women, under the circumstances and given the context provided, I wish to use this platform to announce that I'm honorably resigning with immediate effect. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Wohwe yera land kwadwo chiamatene ensema wodu ade tu dwa na ka bia yese President Akufo-Addo oni na chidifo wo mata nani wo madinani papa every 2007 wo bra wo mko contest kra wo free na kuma mu fita ka asa na Akufo-Addo wankasa wunim se me no kwose kan randa mekukuru de wo bofom wo beto fom mewini but me pese mema wani magu ase kwano kra chire no ne supporters ye brinda binum eprepre binum na totoa mu abepem enne ya na Akufo-Addo ye presidenti say ye nimusa we member of parliament ye nimusa we MPP pani na kire say we Alan fan na se say we di Alan kwadwo kire mate achi dia ene atete ne adwodwo ne animguase de wo fa ne kwa ewo president Akufo-Addo ne nkrofo ensemu na enu ache ne wobu ache say ne tiri mu pon na ni suade hunu say wo kwa akogina say contronkre independent candidate no enye botaye ne say MPP amanyoko no okogu no ana wo kwa no akwa akose no na emom no empanifuo bi wo mu a omuda sumyeso wo mo so dwene ndwene se nipa na aban no do hia ye national unity da che nkwa mabia no na nkunsun papa mu no enya dia eboa aban we yi a wote sumu mpanifuo ne MPP fo afa ni party no so ne brand logo wo de hu nsem atudwa butterfly ene ekwadwantwi afrafrante ye ntie nsem anu so de tudwa.
And I repeat, under the circumstances and given the context provided, I wish to use this platform to announce that I'm honorably resigning with immediate effect from the new patriotic party to contest for the high office of the President of contest for the high office of the President of the Republic of Ghana in the 2024 general elections as an independent presidential candidate. To actualize this goal, I will establish and lead a new movement for change in Ghana. The brand logo for the movement is the monarch butterfly. which politically symbolizes change and transformation, hope and positivity. It also communicates strength, endurance, spirituality, and trust, which are all key traits that I cherish as a political leader. In Akan, it is known as Afafanto. The brand motto of the movement is Ghana will rise again. Ghana will rise again.
Where the Alan Kwadwokyerɛ maten yana na akufu ado ne ne free na memu abrɛ so 2017 kura no muton Ghana wu Ghana da Ghana besan so asori biem Ghana will rise again ale so mu nyina egitumafo aso sɛ eniema eta memu ne ye fun papa na ne nyina da enkemfo a wɔse independent candidates sɛ obeye mampani a we enye ndisi asem ena enye MPP asem enye CPP enye PNC bipartisan we say your honest broker just say obi a waba wodi reconciliation just say enka bomu wobeka edom abom na oman ne yade oman na etimi asan so agina ne nanso ama Ghana politics no aye krabehwe.
In a country like Ghana that is currently embroiled in divisive political turmoil, an independent candidate who becomes president will be a bipartisan and honest broker amongst different political parties and will bring healing and reconciliation to our body politic. Ministers and other key government officials will be appointed from all parties and shall also include and shall also include individuals who are apolitical but have a demonstrable and proven track record of performance in their field of specialization. In the current political dispensation of Ghana, under an executive presidency, the President of the Republic represents one constituency, only one constituency, which is the constituency of Ghana. While different political parties can contest for parliamentary seats on the ticket of their political parties, electing an independent candidate as president who will lead a government of national unity will not only bring harmony to the legislature but also facilitate the approval and execution of government programs and projects. Who better can moderate and lead such a political divide than an independent candidate who has no direct ties with any existing political party?
Yera Alan Kwadwokyerɛ maten kane so afa no hwe adwadie eni mfinijuma ho ensam so ne ne wode atodwa ya wo kyerɛ sɛ wo gina 2024 elections no sɛ kontonkure MPP amanyoko 16 to time wone moto nkwanta wapai ye communication team member Alan's movement for change nana yaw sapon na che se wo kontonkura wo dom ya wo mu edi na chie ene nana ya sapon kwetwe nkomo nana nwumre ma ajoe
yeah
ene no pe ene nwumre de efri Alan camp amudi abebom no Ghana fo ye ho adwiri ye pa botaye bay ene taye chiri
Debi kan meda wase na mada krapem for ne nti ko nyina ase na ye de asidama fidiam awos so ne ase na emum eye enigisem Ghana fo dodo na Ghana mebunu titrim eni agye o mani agye efise ne Alan aye no a new sense of hope, a new sense of that sense of patriotical and democratic hope. Who said there is that leadership bringing about transformation, a leadership of transformation. Our mind. I'm not any Nigeria. And none will be a cream, not amount for Raho. If you say no meaning that's so.
Ghana ni da so no mo dwen say ebia yeah ni amoyoku di ye no yawo no mo de ne say mu ntino ebi kra nka wa ma na aya o ni ho ya me so no dae no ma ni hu say emom enyi amanyoku ni nti Ghana Dutch, Ghana Mebu, Ghana Hudunti. That is our sort of about for the amount.
Okay, Nana, say Oba Ghana acquire two major political parties too, MPP, NDC. Any MPP, NDC. Independent candidate Alan Martin. Ednebe kwa kowie ewo himfa.
No, true. Medasipa, no, kahu true. And amasa anamuntu ya ira alankujecha mantini tuno eyedo dona de eyedo dona fe omo muntimi nkasakra no efra omonia ji ewo nia oye no Ghana dum pepenso bi a the democracy no ewo se yesesa ne bonifi no status quo no na yefi sa duopoly of the two main political parties anya NDC na ye MPP na wo say emredu a wo say free mo ama amanyoko no timu ayo mo dedodo if so munim say enye iya ebi nti obi abetena so amane a ope na wo ye na there is a cry and a call for a third force na third force na ye frɛ no enye amanyoko ni ye frɛ woni me be ya adwen a oman bebre a etumpon akoso enya amanyuku ana amanyuku bi na amanakoso eye nya ye friend leadership ena ama betumpon nya ye friend transformational leaders visionary leaders ena amasa mind na akoso it is time for us to break that status quo and that is a step alankodisha mantin take say me fa un quick nano yinyina ye wo Ghana ena to be a true who see abontin say nia ekoso me ho nyoma bi sisi omo pese obi tie won asem na memru dodo na omo kosa protest na se no nyoma ba ku nyenu miesa ni nikan omo so mo hia adwuma omo be ya mo mani age ehu so mai because dodo na e school omo ni adwuma e matna fi 8 years, 10 years. Only by dodo na say omo koye omo kwankra adwuma no so say they have issues. Just omo businesses kofo. Let just say hoso omo hia moa. What you say? Dodo na ka about the educational sector. Almost say ho atochima kakra. Ye economy amount for fighting all of this put together. Let just say ama mabunu ho chire wo mo. Na say omo chire mo a enye MPP ni enye NDC a leadership, so they are calling out for a leadership that has a transformational mind.
Okay Nana yaka bibi say winners don't quit, quitters don't win. Akwa ankwa odwane na bema kukodru fa lanchematin na ukoko a akansie ye nimu Ghana hanom politics mu MPP akwantifi wo se yabome etimi dwane
enye we nyani so dwane ya zenka nenka. The ultimate is not to lead a particular political party. The ultimate is to lead Ghana into a transformational agenda. And maybe a few of the president in your friend is great transformation plan Emma Ghana for the donor captains of industries, youth leaders, civil society organizations, united to say the paper now the other 12 months here what in the GTP a move Nansono and some of that GTP I just say all more the hands of success. You can have the best of plans, you can have the best of visions, but once you are not in the helm of affairs, and determining the direction of the nation. Instead of going to lead the political party, the ultimate aim and goal is to lead the nation. And the whole aim Ghana for
Ada si anyumre adaje nimre ya wanya edi amaye. Brian Sapon, communication team member, Alliance Movement for Change.
And yes, a friend, what then, Yania, and Yasem Cassia Biasa, Nemum, Nicasia, and said, John Alanco Dutcher Martin. Num to the boss, I knew, one must I know, Bem, if you're Jardum, and Yardo. As some the Nasam call, if you're Jardum, say, Yardwa, as them the Nasam call. Stands out to no, you're free, Dutria. Niraso Ananto Biemo, Kayo, Zenina. To a true. Efidia na alandia 1 pipi for no. Ye friend efidia kono fi kono. Ani mu yi ejire yi. Ni esia no no. Ezanze alanjidi se MPP for mafia no. Na omo de efidia ni yiwa eyi ni wani mu de a. Wodo so de efidia na be lock wo mu ejire. Afedi ebuburu ja nya pansam. Arawosam MPP amayokuo no pa. Na ene de ya journalan kodo kire maten. Ade atu dwa se wo ko independent candidate no. Na sam nika kragba nyina ne se MPP for tete no ache ayam ye wonua do timma ahofama wade asoma mayokuo no efrimfiase fire kraka asase saute du biribiri kura no wamko contest na ka de otabide na kufu ado ahefom se pon na so wonua do nti wase papa wonu wanyini dika akọ na medi wachi na fe de mo de afidie konofe kono na yini wonanimu a wonfa anyim wonachi san wei no wade ayom na eno achi no asmo penene kan nyina ne se wan ko independent candidate sabi na ni so adi hu esi na ni so kra no ebado ebayira se nipa bewu ase kwade enya ka befo nchene we eti anada ye koye ye kan ya wode abeto dwa a wate bie na openene cheche mba ko de bia so ne se we a okọ no se independent candidate no onimpa se owo aniso adi hu kase de bo man Ghana na ye se bam ezanse eba se obi a oye very integrity pa obi antime ne mache afei obi a basi kasem ntotoye ani mfiri nyuma economic and industrial transformation obi ani ni momuhye ebasa enipa betunya gidie ema ewa mayosemu restoration of confidence in political leadership obi ani ni momuhye afei se yen kanipa mom na empapa mu kunsun yenyi nakwa obi ani ni momuhye na sanye man na ya mabebosu yi ebati buru kusuni pesa hwana che motia wase onu John Alanko Dotire mate wonno ana obetimi aboa pa na Ghana yetimi akoya nim ewa memu hihye nyina mu eti anei watonkra se wo ba megina independent candidate na ye great transformational plan GTP, job for the people, cash for the people. When ode bebu ma Ghana mabunu eniso ade hu a mo pese ebemu wo mabrabom no ebetumi abam Ghana nkanko ebetumi abam ensema opanini kan de na dosu ye pa yenkonkotie ne nsem no a wakaye no ebi
consensus on a national development agenda which will introduce a new paradigm shift that moves Ghana from growth and stability to economic transformation. This paradigm shift will be driven by my great transformational plan GTP for Ghana, which puts the private sector and the business community at the center of our national development efforts. 4. Inspire behavioral and attitudinal change in the people of Ghana. This should include, but not be limited to, the following. A. Enforcement of discipline. We as a people should appreciate the need for maintaining discipline in all spheres of our national lives, including changing our attitude to work. B. A war against corruption. Corruption, particularly from the public purse, denies our country the benefit of using our tax revenue resources for the development of our country. All sections of the Ghanaian society should wage a vigorous war on corruption through a combination of legal and institutional reforms, the application of technology, including artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, and data analytics, as well as maintaining societal pressure against corruption and leading by example. If elected as the president of this republic, I will sign a citizen's contract with the people of Ghana, committing myself to wage a relentless war against corruption. C. Arrogance of power. As I've stated on previous occasions, the arrogance of power has been a major obstruction to progress in our country.
John Alanko Dotire Martin na wotie ene de ye brana wo chirechire mu magana fo nyina so ate se one MPP for to nkwanta one mapai wo call independent candidates 2024 elections no emu wo wi amana so hwan wode to dwasa de ba ko de na ne ehunu na ehunu asem wo mamu pa ye employment crisis ene nipa nya adwuma nya wo manimu wo se kakra be national security threat pa na yade esem panifo mu amani baso no mutumi aba ho branya sa yetete ho amanfofo ada ne kwaye nanu ada no occupy Julobi house protest eba so omonyafo alanchrematidi to dwa se sa ade a nkrofo kwa ye ne sa demonstration no eyade a ekire pefe se ampa adwuma ni wo manimu enu nti amanfo nkekom enu nti mom koye sa ye kire no na prosifo kwam ko stop wom ema 100 binum bobo wom achi binum no wei enya muaye edema nipa enya adwuma nye muaye na ne se change enu na se eba nti wono na ni so ade hu esi na ni so ne se obi a o vision pa o ye competent afo integrity o integrity obesan so aye action so obeye mampani a to manfo nyina enhwe no na omonto abama no sebiri duru so a sebeya obetumi abefa abanwa no atna so.
This phenomenon of a pervasive employment crisis is gradually becoming a national security threat, as evidenced by the recent Occupy Julobi House demonstrations. The initial reaction of the police in manhandling some protesters is not the solution to the problem. What Ghana needs now is change, which will provide long-lasting solutions to the challenges confronting our country. Fellow countrymen and women, I'm using this platform to introduce myself to you, the good people of Ghana, and humbly seek your support to become the next president of the Republic of Ghana. I believe with unwavering conviction that I am the only leader who can guarantee the economic and industrial transformation of a country, the restoration of confidence in political leadership, and the unification of an increasingly divided nation. My unique selling proposition as a leader is vision, competence, integrity, and action.
Anu ye USP enti ne ebata ne ho bo alandia de ebata ne ho no wani suade hu pa John Alankwadwo Trematen na moteye no ye nkyere ho kwankwa ho mane so na ye ne Dr. Jonathan Asantiochre or your political analyst woye amanyosemu pa de hunufo wom ye the colossus of the political game ye musase wei omo hu se eba ana omo hu na so omo hu ya ana nsem ode atodwai wom je ne sen yara Jonathan Asantiochre doctor enwere mo adwo
abiyese me yozo
era se so agie so na wasanye ho bre wagina homa ne so ache ya ba woncha nwumre ya wo ye amanyosemu pa de hunufo moye the colossus of the political game John Alankwadwo Trematen ene gina ya wasie no muhu se eba ana mahu muhu nsoso a moje ne sen
yo meda wase am se maminchia Accra FM TF nya nyumre edika ne no 26th of August ya to aba no na me wo adom for studio TV studio na me ka say many alana can resign from the race Ampanso over resigning from the race. Now, so resigning from the race, I also want to say, what then is your locus within the party? Locus, as the lawyers would say, locus our party saying you. There is no need. Intinu said, one action is a consequence of the other. Intinu, I saw it coming. I'm not surprised at all.
Wow. Ania opani said wadi kakai dandala wadi locus no ala locus ben na owo amayoko nim we no ebeye bibi ebetimi apusu amayoko no because here ka say kran pipi for the krata aba say wom so ochira wom be ya press conference a chire nsemu wom abahu ala resignation no eye insignificant ye hu anase etesai uchirem kakrama here.
Well, from the side of the MPP penifo and those who belong to the establishment, Omaka say insignificant. Already the chief spokesperson of Dr. Baumia, what's the name? SCC4 Bossy. Nana Komia on Joy News in I think top story. I can say it will not have any significant impact on the MPP. I think I don't expect them to say anything otherwise, but to give encouragement to their support base. They are still in control of party, and so on and so forth. But where Alan is coming from, Ashanti region, the umbilical cord of the party, also maybe I said, Eddie Cannon, I had then and a party in for a bo, Dr. Baumia, editor Alan. And Ubeshumwa, there are two main motivations. A bro era Alan and Dr. Baumia. It is about the Ashanti support base and the Achim support base of the party. And the two, which one is going to control the party? At the moment, the control of the party is within the hands of the Achim fraternity. And Omunomukuta resources currently. Now, the Ashanti support base, and they have the numbers, but they don't have the resources now. So the Achim support base is using the resources to buy them, to trade off with the Ashanti support base of the party. And then to know, Omo Tiasiano, Omufi said no, and Kawo Omampeni Wokwa was said Adiano back to the original way. They in our supported the Tabamia. So those disgruntled members of the party, any fairness and grassroots membership, non-aligned and liberals near there, they will support Alan. And about Ansah, there were three different categories of fairness and affiliation. One, you want to go how we are MPP. Say a Kwabena and Kwabena MPP, Untimensano. And there were liberals. Liberals, which Alan is included. And middle class people, are very educated. And then they take a decision that no, we cannot be part of this. They will be on the side of Alan. And they are neutrals, non-aligned, first-time voters, to say youth now, which he mentioned. And to say, to me, a prosecuting agenda, then he will be more attracted to the youth. As I said, also minority parties now. Parties like CPP, GCPP, PNP, they've not been able to attract the youth. And because of many strategies, they don't have the resources. But Alan is quite resourceful, and I think he's well networked. And then, you will be a kingmaker, but not a king. And that will happen only when your general elections, na Ekomi, a year NDC MPP, NTM 50+1. And that will be very crucial within our political discourse.
Oh. Yeah, Jonathan, watch them pie, Mwanda ho. Where the ya bringing tea? Tia, na ebinomo air draws from antecedent, never be a CC pen or party him, any other political parties. NCP say aka a break away, affecting NDC 1996, Rakubrobe UGM, and also MPP 2000, affecting obeda someone with yena even uba NDC kra NDP na nakuna Edward Rollins also break away 2012 affected NDC omu wini eti what they not to ho still no MPP break some break it no so we dey ntimi him no ana
yes already before Alan ante no ho no service aba abontere no enyema MPP service aba abontere enyema MPP as a corporate, the corporate image, as a corporate entity, it is damaged. That's the point. Internally, Alan and BBS because Afrobarometer, CDD, Global Info Analytics, Economic Intelligence Unit, Face Solutions, they now predict a loss for the MPP and a win for the NDC. And Alan also the another man worse. It is worse than it. And a bit should be sad, say, hey, let's say you're a canon, so or quite about one on Nessa and we pay our non so say, what in there, then that will crack the party. Because Quayan Penifona Fasoner, which Alan himself, he gave 4 of them, 4. And you're quite pack. because everything points to the fact that Yashisha Ediama will be. About the sound so then it means that the game is not fair.
The game is not fair. Yeah, Jonathan, you better was a pa in one daho, and you embrace him, you better won't change a bill. Jonathan Santioche, doctor, were you political analyst and what you change him?
And you phone a break here away from NDC. Now,
Nana could do Ajima Rollins, or for me NDP. But are affected with the view say.
Okay, so apart from Nana could do now,
Rakubrobe 2000. Obreki we still MPP we
2000.
Yes.
And Eco 4.
Yes.
And now why be?
I think Obeda someone so.
Oh. Unim say you can't win now. Nana could do Ajima Rollins. No,
it is significant.
Oh no, dear, now you're irrelevant.
It is significant.
Oh, you're irrelevant. A ban that presidential race now. So, and then when you pana now, Ojina Diama NDC no. The late President Mills.
Yeah.
The late President Mills.
Oh, tell him Mills.
On an age na.
Okay.
So who? And then we can Recubrebe no kofo.
Debbie.
Na kofo popularity and ekuta reku. Why ni Recubrebe?
Yes, okay.
So why ni Recubrebe? Obeda someone msabe NDC ya Rollins.
Yeah, but I said Alan there.
Sabreno obeda some your friends obed and this na your Rollins and na niema sasa kakra because the late President Mills be win 2008 general election the late President Mills
sure
so who enti ni said na omo bobo na hwan free
na comparisons no amfa
moreover kra no NPP ankasa presidential candidate a on be presenting for 2024 kra no our credibility issues
Send the
paniton edding. So who make such a comparison say and a funka and a game and a no.
What's your political science man?
A human actually. And for baby oh a common sense. And this who you better someone Rollins who is obeyed someone. Why if you better someone? Oh, abusuafo for ya pim so yeso obofo ne de ne nam ene ene se dia ya Alan Kwadwo Kyerematen wono a ene ahuntemu a na ne ho kani maame ahofe Patricia Christabel Kyerematen e de atodwa na wo kyerɛ sɛ obi gyina baabi no woka we are the MPP a wo se nipa kɔ no munsi wo mu hu na Alan resignation se watwe ne ho e de free MPP mu no e wo hawo kase ni sunsanso bone kase e de ma MPP pa wo se ekuo no empanifo ne Alan Kyerematen endi ne yie se super delegate conference na e kɔso no kyerɛ sɛ papa mu ni dɔso ye bu nanim tia ye tietia ne fa ahodie so sɛbe kwahwe apa bia na ogira bunkum ni nifa no wo ka bi mena me ba ya che na mena me ba ya che na mena ba ya che ne adeade na wo sa nipa no na wo kasa no wo ba da ben e de no wayama MPP no wunya akwanya e de no waye e de ama oman no eti maame Christabel Kyerematen ebua e kyerɛ sɛ ni kunu awiemu o ojamu o ensomu o wota na chi papa na se Ghana of wonya gidie ni arehemu ewo nimu a wo se Alan Kyerematen be yedie ebi si da wo Ghana politics mu.
I'm giving him every support with the strength that God has given me, because you will agree with me that now the signal is clear and it is more than possible that this will happen. Alan Kyerematen is a good man. He's the honest man. He's the man with vision. He's what Ghana needs. At this, there is nothing impossible if God permits it.
Madam Patricia Christabel Kyerematen no na nyina da emu no peninkasia ba ko di akoti dintintimai ewo MPP mu former Ashanti Regional Minister SK Buafo wonu su buacha se Alan Kyerematen so wo gina se kontonkre Alan wo se baabi abefa bia no wo ta wachi wo hye wo se campaign bia wo beye bia 2024 elections mu wo best support dodo.
How could I also be a flag bearer, isn't it? Because of this, my membership in this party or anywhere, my experience in politics. But it's always one person who leads this nation, who will lead this nation. And I think the sentiments you expressed are okay. If there had been some redress also because I was a former member of the reconciliation committee of the party. We brought so many people back into the thing. I believe in that. I believe in unity. I believe in coming together. So they should have called him long time to settle this issue. It's a simple thing. But you see, when power gets into your life, you may forget all things. But power corrupts, and it will corrupt absolutely, and it will end you in. If he calls me, I will do it. If he calls me, because I believe in that. I believe in seriously, because you see, I laid down my life for this party. I've been in so many things. We went to exile for 7 years, and we came back. Oh God, I went to prison for 3 months under Rollins for things I didn't do. And so the principles that I stand for are changed.
Honorable SK Buafone ne ena yete ni nyina da enkamfua achidifo edom ya la nkwadwo kyerematen ani suade hunu ya wode ewo ema o my Ghana mabunu no manimu nyina wo mo asom na wo mo eta na chini yenti ensem a won so di tudwa.
I think there's a new wave of hope for the youth of this country. I happen to be the son of the late Alhaji Saka Inusa of the MPP, and so to me this is not new. But Alan has done just to the country and to principalities of what he stands for as a human being and as a person, and his long service for this country. I think that today, as a youthful person and any youth on the streets of Accra, there's a new hope and there's a new belief that Ghana will rise again. And it's not just going to rise on sheer mantra or whimsical promises, but it's going to rise under the backbone of credibility and of a person who has proven a credible track record in public service. And so this is a new hope for the youth. And we believe that it's time for a change. We are Africans. We are well endowed with natural resources. We've been blessed. We have the youthful population in our country and in our continent. But then we do not see it materialize due to certain, I would say, issues of leadership. But here we are, we have someone who has a track record and is able to leapfrog the dreams and aspirations of the Ghanaian youth. And I say this, there is hope for the youth of this country.
I am very, very much happy today about Alan Kyerematen. The decision that he has taken is the best decision for my knowledge because the vision that he has, he should share. He must share the vision that he has for the Ghana, and he's not getting that platform from other source, and it has to right to take his own decision to find a way that he can also show his decision or his vision to Ghanaians. So I'm happy for him.
And something that go on here, Argentina, bread 05,26135. After 100.5 Facebook Live, I can carry in amount. And you may also see him catch a promotion. The better Muscow. 81 men, the Amuda Swamoye. Yanka Krano Mashasia, ye. It is a trick back woman. Yashakasia Bonasia, now the Washasia. Star 413 hash. Star 413 hash. Afe, Septuagint Cry FM. Now, Alan John Quadratura Martin, we are so before banning Yanama who are paso. And some agent who such them now. When you move on a day, dear. Alaya Honsam. And Cholom, Mancha, baby, I'm a Fabian and Pabo Chemco. No more discuss it. And I may buy me what therefore. One with a baby, what is Alan Quadratura Martin, Alan Cash, where is I near? MPP for some would be able, and some growth walk a canny. Now, MPP Amayoko, I'm saying, and that day I can say, yeah. And penny for what Tibrecasa, one of my son about you some to a don't go. Our MPP Amayoko anymore, a national executive of the ruling MPP. One I wanted you better just say, Wamate. Now, I'm going to create my MPP Amayoko and men, say, Muntin Tim, Mui him. Munya kwam na munhwe awrade animonyam anchakra won bepuso amunso opusunyaka no ma cheche nsem fan wiaso di kan wokoto a enjere se wede bem eya asama ba ne de eda hwon obi ate se yakasai wiase amansan nyina ekọ vaila se kura no se yakasai se Twitter ni obi ase fan X eko X so Twitter eko YouTube so ene Facebook die se ne edi ahinantwi ani obi ani wa Ghana wante sala nkwadwe kire maten arizane na MPP amayoko no so kire se wono mate General Secretary Church for Penny Obutu MPP amayoko no ano ononya for Justin Kodua Frempong JFK ene ne wode krata bia babonte fa pensi paper so ensam ni nyina yate na mom ne yaka ne se enya sabre ya duru na MPP for mu BP ebe kwasoro mo amwo huga level ekosoro mo amwo diabetes mo asebe mo blood pressure enya fei ena mo kuma betu na sa mo yale yi aba obi anka na kuma nto ne yam obi anya din sansensam ni se aba ni se ya to ebo aseni atwetwe ma de sem party ni betna se na omagbo nsam ne ho akwakiri na Ghana ni bia enkankan pipi ni bia akoma ebeto ne yam eni oba Facebook live a lete ya Justin Frempong Kodua atwere ena Eugene abamon ho modern dia to Facebook live yi resignation of Ansah Martin from MPP party watwere wie ya na eni ode signature see so Justin Kodua Frempong General Secretary yomo ka nyina se wo kena ebnada awia giregire no mienu 2 pm MPP adwosuo kasiem MPP headquarters won beye enzentrofo hwia mu putupru na party na address sansem we nyina entian kwoti sa somrofi badwo na kramanya ne dabre no obi anka na komanto ne yem na omo ntwa MPP mpanifo
ya wa twen yemu se de omo ju omo ho ane se omo ju won hwi ya pem so ne atiasi ensam fufuro mu na wotwa mu no awie ye video bi akoso ana kire se Minister for Tourism, Art and Culture, Dr. Ibrahim Muhammad Awal, and I say, where she had drum and one more kasa. And some of free mobile in an say no. Wababa share ama domestic tourism, a Quansrano, just a Timia Kosupa, or Ghana has say. It in your bang yan say a year, boom rate, a year air kosu, Kumasi Babina say year kosu, when I say, a betty me attracted. Tourist party say enkwofo ni beje so on beko hono mo a eno no a be fa nkrofo a on be ye sobolo na wode sobolo no ene ho servant fo guba asim na odo ma kwa akogu ho se northern region yi kese bi beba ani e sobolo yi ni ya je no kire se ne bebre na wono aso de guba asim na omo mbe chen so ka ho bi na omo che any a western region sa ensem beto dwana Ghana for say say dey drodro no papa when a minister say position we cry the ma oba ye farm abema tourism art and culture especially say tourism ye the ma oba now the command Dr. Ibrahim Muhammad Awa so na na ye ensem bi say ya na obede wo beka Canada compare kwa Japan ye so woni MPP ema ehia ye e USA and was a share Senkoye minister enka sa Muhammad Awan nkoko yache gina bontin egu hu animu ase egu MPP abani mu ase sa bogus policy we yede se de mo baba yeso obolo ache no we ase papa ipa o like ideas sa na busuya wo de yentie Dr. Ibrahim Muhammad Awan ne nsemo de tudwa.
When there are funerals, people gather places. What we want to do with GTA, Ghana Authority, is that one of the funerals would also find tourist attractions in those areas where the funerals occur. So that when they finish, we're going to serve a lot of Ghanaian dishes at the funerals, Ghanaian drinks, sobole and co. And then we can also bus the funeral, those that attend the funerals. If it's funeral in Ashanti, we bus them to key sectors in Ashanti. Ghanaians love funeral. And it's voluntary. For example, if there's a funeral here, we will make an announcement. There's a bus. You are in Kumasi, we are in Kumasi, that's what I talk about Kumasi. We can go to Bongre, the kente is there. People are selling kente, they sell at Sanders. When you go there, you spend the money. We are busing them free. When we go to that area, from there are restaurants and truck bars. They go and sit down there and eat. They'll buy water, they'll buy artifacts. They're enriching the rural economy by providing jobs. That's why you want to say we're encouraging people to take advantage of our funerals to explore tourist attractions and to deepen our cultural assets, thereby creating jobs for our youth.
Yeah, no wonder. Sagana the aye. Na remu nyina ya minister olaki ideas. She say oni vision papa bia kwanya. She say tourism sector no be ma transformation. Abba hono mo. Ebi ni o obeche so bolo we yase. Benka tachie gina bonte aheham. Po hun entintini. So obeche so bolo we ye. Is any policy a wadeba as a sector minister no eno no na yetie Kennedy e Japan wose ne hu dwiri no se benka tachie pa ne gina bonten a wokeka sa ansem hunu sa no
a whole tourism minister abegina ka kire say e be promote a year. Jesus Christ. We must be a minister. A year. Wow. A year. Some of the way now can a second in Japan or to be at where at the year. Then another guy was over to brother food. A year. I said, you never pass. Hello, Bobie saw my winter. Now I'm in work. They said, tourism for the bus. I know who. I know who. The oldest Bible, a white man, the Portuguese, brought to Africa to spread Christianity, a Wellina Catholic Church. Is that? The oldest Bible in Africa, a Wellina Catholic Church, because we don't showcase it, we don't market it.
Abusiafo ukoka yase wano ya ukoka yase obabesia ena akasa say ne home minister ya yetua woka na vision policy nia na minister na da so say taxpayers money ena kire sa abane di ayefu obi amedibi enkosa ayi catch sa mosque yesi is it northern region na hefa and them say BBC as say en fo aye say e fa baabi enso na e fa baabi adwiri agu minister tourism enu ni hia ye tourist centers ahodro ya keka enwura munum ni ade a wo besiesie hon mama na attract say enkrofo no enu ni hia obeye so bolo ache ne we ase they say just what one man obompa yes obi be wu
hey do we have the man no
kaje say na ni study hu nya say bo wure nkrofo ngu pao ena yi nzima
ho ade a wo be promote
nzima den
nzulenzu
obompa say nkrofo beta wu ho no akoche so bolo
sa yi abu ye na mehwe
sa mosque no mi hu no social media so baby ase ebu a even ye report ewa abrochire oti ya no mudwin so bolo
so bolo ha Ghana we are doomed forever. This is the you think minister say obeba say nkrofo akono de media akoche so bolo obeba say nkrofo
akwashante recha akoche so bolo obeba say nkro akuyi
wabra by this time kura kopie mu abrochi obroni baby every technology be ho ye minister say aye
so bolo
sister aye e wobole ancient mad mosque in Bole. Bole.
And my report say,
you just cried at Tosu. When the money there? Oh, when I saw how I drunk that.
Oh, say, Ghana Hano, Yan Shadi, see you. So now, minister tourism, that's what you promote to a year. So, only a year. Hey, I dear way in here.
I pity the young posterities of this country.
What's a tree young?
Okay. Kwala party say by temu na misumo mu
na ye soon we catch
o se de ye kwa no
oh but ye generation ni na say ye bre omo bebe a kire ni de ye da ye da bi da amra
e za me kura mi na me
ye beti
82 e kom
ni ade ye beti bi ha intino ye time yi na tese kufu ado abese mu ama ye bre but maybe third generation ho kono and yema bet me stabilize and I mean who say change of government banso a and yema besesa yeah ye benya mmoa o ye say no abrofuru nyina hu say ogegefo no na pamfo no munya nkoy this ogegefo di free kwa ye benya mmoa ye be koy anim enko
abusia ye ko amanonin nsem na enai Zambia former president ye friend Edgar Lungu papa no na ya bɔ ne kokose onyai se obekwa bonte so okọ jogging political jogging se aman yosam ta akire aya ne sa akokora wate asikro mu kọ jogging na so na dream po wori tiri nyina ne se aman yosam nti wo pese enipa dwe ba ne so na eno na emprempren chechire mu abeto dwa kire se papa ne hwa adwe bi woni tim kura sa man yokuo patriotic front PF no sa na man yokuo no 2026 kura banadwum se onsa mra pribio se on fa the support kwata obi akire nti awa no atiasi krom ba ko na wahanya ne ho na chese krom ye lungu na ko na chese o de twenkrofo beta na kira na no na emprempren wo mo de krata bia ba bonten di tu dwa kire me se papa no nya de oye no obeye nyu a onye nyu obe shenso so a onye hye esa se de oye ne de emwa ase wo pese kuro no mu ya hyekeke so pese ye bibi saa se de nipa dom timi betwa ne ho hia public ne support wa onya no eya on seek police protection tanse mo no amfa ne pese wo kwakwa bibi saa na eni aba ne ho e ba ne se ya na chese o pese adwen etwetwe ba ne so keke enti ne wo de kokobo amma no e wo saa subane ne ya wo dan wadi no e ho abusia na chese eno no krowra anti papa no yese political jogging
onko jogging po na de political de
yes o adwen po bi techira man yo sama adwen po bi da bi onyo ba ko gina 2026
Africa de
ya ban no chese adwen po bi kwa o
chese Africa na ubetimi akọ broni krom say political leader wa ban ne say onko jogging political the activism tino onko jogging how Africa obi anya power no or the intimidating opponent
too bad
efufu imu de erade
sister
yes so yes ni pewu a ye kwa eba but Africa de me kwa na ha biem
kasi same se me papa na kai Africa yes am be na me ba me titawa
yes wu akoba Africa pa de Africa ma brofo no mra Africa ma brofo no momu ni megu ha no kakra after abusuafo ye fasida ema yabo for hard builders rest in sas